What up? What up?
What's up, folks? Happy Hockey Thursday!
We got y'all in the comments before we even started.
Who are you cheering for? Penguins? Well, she's got an outfit change scheduled for you all, folks, so stick around.
What is this? Put a comment back up. I literally just did that too. I cheer for
Change the I don't know who the hell screwed with our.
Yes, everyone should cheer for the Penguins.
I've got to get a game on.
I got a game on. MSG, yo. Guys, this is my first experience back on the East Coast, not only going live with you, but being blacked out from a game. I was so excited to watch the Penguins Devils game.
I'm so excited to have this experience with you.
I tried to turn it on and it just shit the bed. So I had to download a different app, and thank God my dad's cable package has like all the sports in the world, so I can sign into that. Oh, sweet Jesus.
I, on my two screens, will have the Devils and Penguins and the Bruins and the Sabres. However, I am wearing the resident Flyers jersey in my home this evening because I am rooting for the underdog tonight, and I would like to see the Flyers come back from their 11-0 loss and beat the Islanders.
That was so funny.
I laugh as I say it, but I really would like to see it happen because I hate the Islanders.
I laugh because it's so funny. Oh, guys, I just don't even know. I do have an outfit. Shannon said this before. I have an outfit change starting tonight's live. I will be supporting many teams. I don't know if I'll be supporting teams, but I'll be supporting jerseys. Hi, Jeffrey.
I did do some thick jersey shopping today.
Guys, I need to know what jerseys I need to buy. Also, happy daylight savings time, everyone. Is anyone else really thrown off?
Yeah, it's not even dark out yet.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's like pretty dark.
Like 3/4 of the way dark.
It's like really dark. My house just got really quiet, almost as if the power was about to go out, but it didn't. Good for me. Anyway, guys, who else is on? What games are you watching tonight? Tell us the tea.
Have you voted on our mascot bracket yet? Please do that.
Oh yeah, if you haven't voted, like you need to do that now.
We're down to the final 4.
I haven't even voted yet.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going. Guys, if you haven't voted like me, Nathan, you have a question. Go for it. What's your question? Ask away. If anyone else has questions before we start, guys, we have guests coming from both the Penguins fandom and the Devils podcast fandom tonight. So thanks, Alex. Alex likes our jerseys, Shan.
Thank you.
Alex, I'm going to change jerseys between guests. Fun fact for tonight. Really quiet. The power was about to go out, but it didn't. Good for me.
Why is this?
Why do I do myself?
Sorry. Just trying to promote here.
Guys, if you're seeing this and you haven't voted in our poll for the best mascot yet, you have to go do it. It is literally getting down towards the end of the road here. Oh, I voted on our Instagram stories already. Devil duh.
Yeah, but you need to vote everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, if you're not one of the 116 people who voted in of Howler versus Thunderbug, you need to do it. And if you haven't voted for the one for the Devils or Finn for the Canucks yet, you got to do that too.
I didn't think this. I just need to tell you something. I just used a bottle opener that's a gibbet for a crock, and I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. So,
guys, Shannon literally has Crocs with gibbets.
I have 2 pairs of Crocs. I have a fuzzy pair and a not fuzzy pair.
I don't know. I can't do Crocs. I just got on the Birkenstock.
Oh, I hate Birkenstocks.
But mine aren't like the weird bottoms. Mine are like all white. They're really cool looking. Send you a pic later. But anyway, guys, if you're not watching the Pens Devils game, let us know what you're watching in the comments and we can maybe comment on it. You all know we like to watch and see what's happening for a bunch of games. Also, let us know who you think is going to win. Shan, who do you think is going to win tonight? Devils or Penguins? Bruins or Sabres?
I don't even know. Fucking Bruins. They kill me. They kill me. That's not what I meant to do.
This season has really tested my patience and my fandom, my ability to hang in there. The Pens, after an early struggle, well, a mid to early struggle, are picking it up again. And I feel like I just have all this morale now that I want to like give to them. But like we need the defense to come and like fuck shit up so that I don't have to be nervous anymore. I just need Crosby to score for fantasy. I need Crosby to score for my livelihood. Kane, CBJ, and I'll watch a bit of the NJ Pens. Ooh. Alex is probably watching the CBJ game. He probably thinks they're probably going to lose. Canes are going to win. Might be a hot take. I don't know. I don't think it is.
I think the Flyers winning is a hot take that I'm going to stand by.
I think they need a minute before.
I don't think they need a minute. I think they're going to come off this rage from their horrid loss and channel it into beating the Islanders.
Shan, that's a really.
It's piping hot. The tea is piping hot, and I'm going to
say that's like a really hot one. Alex needs the Pens to win in regulation.
Go Devils, you better believe it, folks.
What up, Devs fans?
I'm going to pick the Devils, too. I just like to stir the pot tonight. Jack Hughes is going to score. Hear me now, everyone. Jack Hughes is going to score. The Devils are going to win.
Just with that one goal?
No, but that's the only one I'm confident in calling.
What's the score going to be, Shan? Tell me. I think the Penguins are going to win like 4-3.
I was going to say 3-2.
Oh. Okay. I agree. The Devils are going to get 3. But I think we're going to one-up it. Guys, it has been so long since I've been in the Prudential Center. It's weird that I miss this place.
I never miss New Jersey, ever.
Shannon, go away. Just kidding.
I am not sick. I am happy. I am chipper.
You must be ill.
And I am excited for the weekend. And going into that weekend, I want a Flyers W. And that's that, everyone.
A little redemption.
I mean, like, who the frig lets the Rangers score more than 5 goals? Not more than 10 goals. Are you kidding me? 10 goals? 10 deuces. Double digits.
Flyers suck. You're right, they do.
What on earth are you doing? Like, at what point are you like, maybe we should
be hated on right now? Do you feel like you're taking my spot right now? Because normally I'm the target of hate.
You know what? I know this is a flame. I am literally in flames from this hot take that they're going to beat the Islanders today. But, bettors have to bet ambitiously. So I'm just going to, Belly Up Sports put out that betting 101 thing today. And although I haven't read it yet, I presume that it says that the Flyers are going to beat the Islanders tonight.
Okay, guys, bring it on. I don't know if I'm delayed. Alex is going to be in our comments and telling us when people score before I even get to it.
The puck is about to
game has started for me. I have it. I bet on the Flyers losing.
The start of the start of like the pregame ceremonies with the lights and the music on the Bruins and Sabres game, which is astounding segue into the episode we just recorded. We are very excited to let you know we just recorded with the San Jose Sharks in-game DJ, and he is hilarious, fantastic guy. We're really excited to release that episode this weekend, and so you guys can learn more about what it's like to be an in-game NHL DJ. Because let me tell you, it's really interesting. You thought your job was stressful, like let me tell you.
Everything.
Like, I thought that I had a stressful job, like working with the military. Hell no. This guy has to work his keyboard, and if he presses the wrong button, that goal horn goes off, and he upsets a million people. Like, this is insane. It was so interesting to talk with him, and I am very excited to share that with you.
Yeah. I'm just like shook by it. I'm so excited about it. Guys, when is that going to drop? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, guys, this is going to be an episode you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be super cool.
I'm not going to want to.
Oh my God, I almost just had a heart attack. Guys, does anyone else have really bad trust issues with their goalie?
Yes.
Because I do. I'm glad you understand. I just like every time that it's just like the puck is going at Jari and he like puts his glove out, my head automatically says, oh, that's going in. Even when it's not, I'm just like, oh, I quit. It already happened in my head. We'll ask our first guest is from a Penguins pod. I'm going to have to get his take and see if he has the same heart palpitation every time Jari is in goal and has a puck going at him. What's up, everyone? Because if you're not watching this game, tell us what you're watching. Rangers, yes. Canes in Vegas, no.
Are you watching?
Oh, yeah, Vegas. I don't worry because Fleury, he's got it. Hi, Chloe. Shan, Chloe's in our comments.
Hi, Chloe. Sorry, I'm tweeting.
Ooh, look at the pads over there in the Devils goal. I like that. That black with red detailing. Guys, that's cute.
Yeah, it's I tweeted about that the other day. It's a Devil design.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, we all know I'm really bad at recognizing Devil designs. My God, I literally feel like my grill is about to fall off my fucking deck.
Oh,
guys, is anyone else like having horrible weather tonight? Because Shannon has a tornado headed towards her and I have tidal flooding because I'm on an island. We're doing great. If you're a Pens fan,
fine. As long as we have Wi-Fi, folks, like we can just keep chatting with you, and that's all that matters. And we can watch the Flyers win together. I lose power
so easily, though. But it's fine because I have a hotspot on my work phone. Joke's on me. Oh, wow. Oh my, get back in the goal! If there's someone charging at you, you cannot just be out of the goal. Jeff is in Raleigh, so maybe there's a tornado going towards him. Flyers suck, that's true. Keep coming at it, guys. I'm literally about to lose my grill. Oops.
Want to send it to me? I would like one for when I move.
Nope. My dad just got a new. One second. Guys, our first guest is almost here. I need
Guys, if you haven't subscribed to us yet, do it right now. I want you guys to like this stream on YouTube right now and then subscribe to us. We want to hit, let's hit 20 likes by the end of the first period on this video, shall we? I think that's a reasonable number. We're already at 8. Let's get to 20. Let's beat YouTube's algorithm, fam.
Guys, we have so much happening.
Yeah, we have a ton happening, actually. We've got a buttload of stuff on the way to give away to you all, so, like, stick around.
We got giveaways. We got killer guests. All the above.
Killer guests. Yeah, this first guest is a new one we haven't had on yet, so that'll be exciting. And then we've got an oldie but a goodie coming on for the second period.
I meant like interviews.
Like yeah, we do have some good interviews coming up.
We're delusional. Guys, want to hear something funny? You're not my mom. I can do what I want. What? Oh, I get it. That's funny. Fun fact, guys, I'm doing a cleanse right now. And I've barely eaten a real meal since like Sunday when I like flew into New Jersey. So I'm on the struggle bus. So if I seem delusional to you, that's why. But
I'm doing
anyway,
plans next week, so we'll trade.
Yeah, Shannon's doing the same one next week. It's going to be super fun. So we'll see who's crankier by the end of a live stream. It's going to be me. Anyway, guys, you're our first guest coming in. Locked On Penguins. Hunter, what's up?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
We're great. How are you?
Not bad. I'm just watching this here. Hopefully, they're literally icing a AHL bottom six tonight, so this is going to be fun to watch.
I'm so nervous.
And they should be able to win this, but I mean, they're literally icing an AHL top line on the fourth line, and then the third line is not much better with Mark Jankowski and Sam Lafferty playing. So it's going to be something.
This is why I have no faith. Okay, I said this before on our stream because a puck went like straight at Jari's glove, and I like had heart palpitation. I was like, who else gets nervous every time anyone shoots at your goalie? Because it definitely can't just be me.
Earlier in the year, I was, he couldn't stop a beach ball, but like the last 3 to 4 weeks, I think he's played his best hockey that I've seen since last year. I'd say I think he's like rocking 928 right now, something like that. He's been the goaltending's been much better. When that turned around, the team turned around, and its position's very volatile. But I mean, it helps when the goalie stops playing like 850.
Yeah,
Yes,
like literally every time it's in the wide open, I just kind of die a little, just like straight fear. My God, why can't I close my water? Whatever, I'm just gonna spill myself later. But yeah, so thank you for coming on. We're excited to have you. We love expanding our network of our fandoms, at least mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad to come on. I've watched your guys' show a few times. You guys do an awesome job with it, so I'm excited to be on.
We do our best. Okay, I need your take on the Pens. We are approaching the trade deadline. What moves do you think we have to make?
Well, hopefully they can get Malkin back here, and it's not serious. I talked to Josh Yowie on the podcast today. He told me it sounds like it's a knee injury for him. They're not sure how long it's going to be, but hopefully it's nothing bad. Beluga, of course, is out longer term. For trades, they need center depth. And one guy that stands out, I love Eric Stahl from Buffalo. I know the numbers aren't going to say it, but that team is terrible. But he still has a lot left in the tank. He's probably not going to cost a lot. He's played with Jason Zucker in the past. Well, eventually when Zucker comes back, at least. He makes a lot of sense. Anthony, if you want to go for a player with term, Anthony Mantha from Detroit, they're probably going to do a fire sale. Stevie Yzerman, I think, has almost everyone available except Dylan Larkin in their top 2 first-round picks. That's mainly what I would do. The defense, I'd say, is pretty set. You have Cody Ceci playing at a top 4 level right now, which is shit I don't think I would say in 2021.
That's like something I never want to say. Like every time we talk about it, I'm like, oh, and fuck Cody Ceci, but like, I can't.
He's been, it's, we all dumped on that signing. The underlying numbers are bad on him, but this year he's playing like a different Cody Ceci I've never seen, that's for sure. But I have more center depth, I think. Maybe another player to play in the bottom 6. I talked about Bobby Ryan on my personal Twitter yesterday. He makes sense too. But we'll see what Uncle Ronnie decides to do. He's very patient with what he does.
Uncle Ronnie? I have not heard that.
No, I still can't wrap my head around him being the general manager, especially what he did to his name's escaping me. Damn it. Oh, Robbie Brown. He chased after him in all those years ago when Mario put up 7 points on him in the game. It's something.
Speaking of.
Oh, you have a Mario jersey? That's sick. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, this isn't a Crosby C. This is a throwback C.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. That jersey is pretty sick. And I see your co-host here has the other side. You really think they're going to beat the Islanders?
I'm not a Flyers fan. My boyfriend's a Flyers fan. I'm a Bruins fan, but I put it on because they had their tough loss last night. That I am going to stand by this entire live stream that the Flyers can win the game against the Islanders today and just be a pain in the ass all night. So
That would be funny, especially coming off that 9-0 loss. That was something else to watch. I only have my Hockey Town shirt on. I think this was from Pittsburgh Clothing Company. I got one from my girlfriend too, but she doesn't really watch a lot of hockey, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever.
Neither like any of my friends. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Okay, wait, what was my other question? Your take on moving P.O. Joseph back down.
Oh, yeah, I had been talking about that. Great question. He started out great, was playing some really good hockey, but it was too many minutes, I think, too many minutes too soon, for him. And he can't be playing with Chris Letang 25, 30 minutes a night. You could just see that he was bringing Letang's game down. Ever since he's gone down and Dumoulin has come back, both Dumoulin and Letang have been sensational, and you can see how much Chris Letang loves playing with Brian Dumoulin. I'll never understand the Chris Letang haters in this fan base. They drive me insane.
I hate Chris Letang.
We're such an easy team to hate. Yeah. But it's like when you're here, it's kind of like
mainly in the Penguins fan base, there's some people that will just not stop harping on him. And it's like, this is the best defenseman in this franchise's history. All respect to Paul Coffey. He played here for 4 years. No one has done what he's done for this team. And people just need to realize that. But, with P.O., I think Pettersson might get dealt at the deadline, which might pave a way to him playing again. I don't see one of him or Matheson being here for a while. Mike Matheson's a whole different story. I could talk about that trade for hours on end.
I feel that. Yeah, I've been kind of thinking with Letang vibes though. There's just something in me just thinks there's no way he can stay healthy. Just based on the last few years, it's just I'm always on the edge of my seat. If he's hit wrong, he's gonna go down for a year. There's no confidence in that.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate because his body has just been through so much, and it's broken down so many times. Luckily this year, knock on wood, he's been relatively healthy. Unlike some of the other players on the team.
One stint where he was out for a week or two in the beginning, maybe.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. I think it was at the very beginning of the season. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a week ago. They only had Jason Zucker hurt, and I was watching the game. I'm like, wow, the fourth line is still pretty garbage, but this looks like the whole team is healthy. And then in Penguins fashion, they just 4 guys get hurt in the span of 2 games. Yeah. So that's just what happens every year. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
It's a shame with Malkin because he was finally getting kind of his groove back just to be out. It was so rough watching him in the beginning, and I was honestly hating. So I was like, what the fuck is this? But he was finally starting to feel like himself.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he started out the season pretty shitty. I harped on him on the podcast. I'll call it how I see it. He was garbage. But ever since that tying goal against the Islanders a few weeks ago, his game really elevated after that. And he's 34 now. I guess it takes a little bit of time for him to get going. But also what's really gotten him going is Kapanen, 20 points, 26 games. But I think that's going to regress a little bit just because the team is shooting 18% with him on the ice. It's a career high for him. So, but he's been awesome, to say the least.
Yeah. Kapanen's really been great for us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love watching him.
Oh my God, my heart is racing anytime they're near our goal.
There's still no score. This is going to be a 2-1 game.
I said 3-2.
I know before this started, I was it's going to be 4-3. Bring it on. Clearly not.
They always stink up in the Prudential Center. They hardly win games there, so it's just
New Jersey the state, not New Jersey the team.
Yeah, they just wherever they play in that building. Honestly, they stink.
Yeah, it's rough. Trade Malkin and get some stuff. Mm-hmm.
It's a hard pass.
It's a hard pass. It's not even. Who would you trade for at the deadline for a defenseman? Who would you let? You have to let go of someone. For a trade for a forward coming in and trading a defenseman out? I was just confused by your question. Sorry. Oh no, you would have to, your offense is stacked, so you'd have to get rid of one. Also, the Devils just scored.
My
You're gonna have
game
to
is
let go of
suffering
someone
so
on
hard.
offense to make up for your defense.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it would have to be. I mean, they're probably, I don't know. They're
It was Jack Hughes, Megan.
Fuck me.
I said Jack Hughes was going to
before
score.
the game. My Wi-Fi for streaming this game is so fucked up. I don't know if you can hear the rain that's happening, but my tidal flooding is coming. This is gonna suck when I try to.
Raining a lot earlier.
Oh, Boston scored.
It's gonna suck for me when I try to get off the island tomorrow morning to get a COVID test. Like, fuck.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, jeez. What kind of angle is that, Tristan? That's like John Marino. But also John Marino kind of looked bad. John Marino needs to be a lot better there. That's kind of he's been, I don't know, he's been weird.
It's pretty like
this
hit or
season.
miss. Like kind of
yeah.
hard to,
after
just,
his
like,
rookie season. Yeah, that's I think honestly the best way to say it. Yeah, he was great last year. His defensive numbers were through the roof, but this year it's been a struggle for a lot of games. I don't know what it is.
For sure. Oh my god, my game keeps freezing. Honestly, I'll let it freeze if I can get a goal out of it. That's fine with me. Oh,
yeah, I was making sure. I was making sure my internet is not going out here just because I have the game up and I have this up, and then I'm watching the March Madness started too. You know, I missed out a lot, so I have that on TV. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And then my
bracket, though.
I'll have that on tomorrow too. I'm an alumni of my college now. They play tomorrow, which is going to be fun.
Where'd you go?
Virginia Tech.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fill out your bracket. I didn't do a bracket.
Let's
oh my gosh, should I do one really quick?
What?
Yeah, there's still time.
A bracket really quick.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
I'm doing it on my ESPN app.
Yeah, I think they have the. I think you win a ton of money if you somehow get a perfect bracket. It's like it's $1 million or something, but no one's ever done it.
Bring it to me.
So we're about halfway through the first period for all the 7:00 games. 0-0 Preds Panthers. Blackhawks are up on the Lightning 1-0. 0-0 Flyers Islanders. 1-0 Bruins Sabres. 0-0 Blue Jackets Hurricanes. Devils are up 1-0 Penguins.
Shut the fuck up, Shan.
Just giving you the report.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm sure Mike Sullivan's not too thrilled with the start so far. That's for sure.
Not a chance. Ooh. Do I want to pick Clemson or Rutgers?
Oh, who did I? I think I took Clemson for that, but that was.
I'm going to take Rutgers just because Big Ten.
Yeah, there you go.
Because then it'll feel right. Okay. I think that's always my thing. If I'm hesitant, I'll always go Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga, Virginia, Kansas.
Oh yeah, so Shan, you're the Bruins fan, right? What'd you think of the hit the other night then for Brandon Tanev?
I mean, I'm still caught up in the Brandon Carlo hit.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I really love Tanev.
He's a wrecking ball. You know, the contract's not friendly, but he's awesome to watch. I don't really care about it at this point. He's great. Oh, yeah. I thought the hit was clean though. I mean, that's just I don't know. I always have rants on the officiating in this league. It's not where it ever needs to be.
Yeah, the officiating sucks.
Yeah, it's inconsistent. Yeah. It's inconsistent as ever. It makes the NFL refs look great, which is hard to do.
Literally. Ooh, shit. I did not pick a winner from that game.
I can't believe you're doing a whole bracket right now.
Well, the ESPN app
makes it hockey on, Megan.
Do you think I'm not watching both?
There is so much to report here.
Shannon, I'm just like really angry at the score right now. Make sure your wellies are ready, Meg. Oh, for the rain, if that what that was at. for my title flooding. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so nervous when I drive off the island tomorrow. My car is going to sink, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, Penguins, let's get our shit together.
Yeah, watch. Who's it?
Oh,
Is that Mackenzie Blackwood in net, or is that someone else?
No, it's
in the goal.
not Blackwood.
Yeah.
No, it's what's his name?
Who
starts with an E, I think.
It's something else. Wood.
Oh,
it's like
Scott,
Edgewood.
Scott Edgewood. It's Scott Edgewood. Yeah.
For Scott. Yeah, Scott Wedgwood. I didn't even know he was in the league. Jeez, I have not paid attention to the Devils at all this year. That just goes to show me.
I really want at least 2 Big Ten teams in the final.
I took Illinois all the way. They're good. So if you want to take them,
I'm taking Illinois out in the Final 4.
Okay, there you go.
But I have a hot take as my pick.
Oh man.
My sister went to Villanova, and I feel like Villanova's like really good at being the underdog. So I look forward to
Villanova. I do love me some Jay Wright as the coach. He's awesome. So
I love Jay Wright.
He's great. All right, rip that on net. No, that's blocked, of course. Jesus, it's gonna be. This is gonna be a long game.
This game is like so frustrating.
Yeah,
it's still back.
It's still early. Still a little early. Even though they were the comeback kids earlier on in the season, so trailing for them is nothing at this point.
I was gonna say, like, we prefer it almost.
Yeah,
helps us a little.
Just yeah.
Shannon, I'm almost done with my bracket.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. You're a basketballer, Shannon.
Now, if you win $1 million with a perfect bracket, you'll know where you did it from.
Yeah. Save NCAA team. Villanova. Last year, we tried to pretend that Penn State was going to be a basketball school for a minute, but that didn't last very long.
No. I think they beat VT this year, though, which is pretty impressive.
Factual. Okay, now I'm back. I'm frustrated. I don't know what I want.
Matheson almost scored, but I think he might have hit the blocker or he hit the pipe. I'm not really sure, but he had a grade A high danger chance right there.
There have been so many goals off the pipes this year. Or not goals, attempted goals, shots.
Yeah, I think there was what Penguin game was it the other night? I think they hit like 4 I think it was the Rangers game in the third period where they got hemmed in, and I think they hit 4 posts and they couldn't tie the game on Pittsburgh or something like that.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Crazy. Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand. Also, I just keep staring at those black pads. They're so nice. I feel like Jari needs a pair of those for at home, just like black and yellow. That looks bring out so fresh.
That would be nice. You can bring out those gold pads that Fleury used to have back in like 2004 or something.
Fleury's gold pads right now are like fire.
Yeah, those are nice.
For sure.
Fleury and all gold is clutch.
Yeah, but I saw a picture of the Golden Knights jersey the other day, and it's awful. I do not like the sparkle.
No. The sparkle is good on the gray jerseys because it's the detail. It's not good at all on the gold jersey.
Like, that is rough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right,
have you been looking at the reverse retro jerseys at all, Hunter?
A little bit. Yeah. The Penguins one grew on me. I'm always a sucker for the Snoop Dogg ones when he rode the bicycle. But I do want the Robo Penguin to return at some point because that was an all-time classic way back in the day. But there's some that I like. Oh yeah, the Minnesota one is nice. The Kings one is sexy. The Coyotes one is awesome too. Some of them, the Red Wings one is not really that good. There's some other ones. I don't really care for the Rangers one is okay. Washington's I will say is nice. They brought back that the Screeching Eagle, basically. It looked like
Yeah.
that was sweet.
Shannon
Yeah.
and I love the Washington
I'm
one.
in the process of ordering it actually from my Facebook friend.
Oh, nice. I actually have the Rangers one because it's like I feel like as a New Yorker, it's just like sentimental with like having that on there.
Mhm.
But that could very much be a New York thing.
And then there's
Oh, God, this
the
game.
Hartford Whalers one too, the Hurricanes. That one is awesome. I will
You're the
say.
second person today to tell us that. I agree.
Those jerseys way back in the day were all they were just beautiful. I'm trying to think. I thought there was another one that I liked, but I can't. Oh, the Ducks one. I mean, that's a throwback too. So it's like with the I think it's their Mighty Ducks one. Yeah.
Yep. I love that one.
Yeah, those need to honestly stay their permanent jerseys.
I agree with that. I'm here for it. Oh, guys, this game. Who do we? Okay, Shan, you called the first goal. Who else is going to score tonight?
Wait, say that again.
I said you called the first goal. Who else is going to score tonight? They're listening to you.
I wish I had called a Bruins goal because that would have been easier.
That's not there.
I don't know.
Well, you guys are up 1-0.
I know. I don't even know who scored it though because I haven't.
I think it was. Oh, I saw Greg McKegg.
Yeah, it was McKegg. Which, what a name.
Wait,
I would
what?
have McKegg in my name.
Awesome name, yeah.
Greg McKegg.
Yep.
I have never heard of that man in my entire life.
There needs to be like a GIF when he scores. It's just a bunch of like beer coming out of a keg, basically, every time with him right there photoshopped.
Shan, I think he's new to your team.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I was, yeah.
I'm looking at the skaters and they pulled quite a few men up from Providence that I am unfamiliar with.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's that COVID problem. I remember seeing that earlier on in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, one of our friends said this game was canceled before it was, but they're here. They're contending.
Yeah,
Blackhawks
Buffalo should
Lightning
be.
are tied at 1. What is happening with the Blackhawks, y'all? Like, are they like becoming contenders?
I think it's mainly Patrick Kane has just been awesome, and obviously they have DeBrincat, but their goaltending has not been terrible. I still don't think they can take on Tampa in a 7-game series. I honestly think Tampa would probably wipe them in 5. Carolina, I think, would beat that. I don't know. They're going to make it just because I think the rest of the division is garbage, but I don't think they can beat. Yeah, I just don't think they can beat the top 3 teams, in my personal opinion. But Patrick Kane's been awesome. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, that spread there from them in 4th and CBJ in 5th, like, that's a 4-point spread. Like, if they can keep winning, they can solidify that. But I mean, also, who are they playing tonight? They're playing the Lightning. They're not going to win that. If they do, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, well, I was talking with Jean-Luc Grandpierre. I just completely lost my train of thought in our prior episode. Who's a Fox Sports Ohio analyst, and we were talking about the Blue Jackets primarily, but I asked him about the Central Division altogether. And I was like, what do you think about the buying and selling in the Central Division? And he was like, well, the Blackhawks look good, but it's like, do you waste those trades and give away guys, might be good long-term if it means that they might make it through the first round in the Cup? Like, they're not going to make it past the divisional play. If they make it past the divisional play and they go up against someone from the East or someone from the North, they're screwed. Like,
yeah,
that's a good point.
They're gonna fall.
I think I read from Friedman that they might be willing to take on money from other teams. But yeah, I mean, is it really worth it to give up assets just to get steamrolled by the defending champions in 5 games? Probably not. I mean, they're probably. I read earlier before the season that they're thinking of retooling anyway. So. I don't know. Stan Bowman's a wild GM, so I don't know what he's going to do.
There's like no way to know what's going to happen.
And a lot of their guys are getting pretty old. Like, Taves is not a spring chicken. Like, everyone was like, he's out. Like, when he comes back, we'll be fine. And I was like, he is old. Like, he's
not just going to jump back.
yeah, it'll take him a little bit to get going. Oh, great!
I think
The power
Letang
plays.
needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that hair. I can't not look at it.
I
It's
like
awesome.
it too. And Shannon and I talked about this. I'm very into like the whole like dirty looking dude vibe, but it's getting a little long and unkept, and I think he just needs like a just a
Yeah, well,
hot take.
Well, he used to have really long hair. When you guys were in your like cup run days, he had it down to his shoulders. That was awful.
It's like
Yeah,
he right now almost.
What do you think of Brandon Tanev's? Because he grew his out too.
I'm feeling it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I like it.
He grew that out.
If we don't capitalize on this power play, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, the power play is. I don't know. I've talked about the power play a lot this year. It's always just hit or miss. I don't know what they try these little.
Like, when you look at our power play team and you look at our 3-on-3s, we are great on 3-on-3s, but it's almost the same team. Like, why can't we do both?
Yeah, you're asking a great question. I wish I could provide that answer to you. I wish they were more patient on the power play. Okay, now they at least they set it up a little bit, and I don't know what the heck that was.
Okay, Devils are just playing really aggressive in this power play.
Yeah, they're not giving them any respect. They're playing up on them. It's just because they do the same thing. All right, well, Captain.
Maybe my next Penguins jersey will be a Letang. If he retires a Penguin, which I don't necessarily think he's going to.
A Wilson jersey, a Letang jersey, like every person I don't like.
Shannon, can you tell I have a type? Like,
I said I wasn't going to put names on my jerseys anymore because it makes they last longer.
Yeah. Well, this one will last forever because it's a precious Lemieux. My two new ones don't have names.
Well, this one's not my jersey to begin with, but it's a Carter Hart jersey. And then my two Bruins, actually I have 3 Bruins jerseys, but one's in Massachusetts, and only one of them has a name on it. One of them's Martian, and the other one's a camo jersey, and then I have a Hockey Fights Cancer practice jersey.
I want a Hockey Fights Cancer jersey.
It's ugly. My mom bought it. It's not. I mean, it's for her. No, it wasn't for me. Like she got it and she never wears it, so I like claim it as my own. But it's bright purple. It's because purple's her favorite color, but purple in the logos never match.
Yeah, they never flow right.
I have a Letang, a Gino reverse retro, and I'm working on I had a Murray jersey before he left, but that's and then I had a Kessler one too.
I've only heard Megan's opinion. So as a Pittsburgh fan, like, do you hate Murray as much as Megan does, or is Megan irrational?
I don't hate him as much as how do I want to put it? I don't think she probably hates him as much as others I've seen that hate him. I think I don't how do I say this? There are a lot of I've said this on the podcast, so Megan, don't hate me. There are a lot of people in the Penguins fan base, I think, that hated Matt Murray right away because he took Marc-Andre Fleury's job.
That's why Megan doesn't like him.
And that he doesn't smile a lot and prank people, and that I think that's where it comes from.
He's the complete opposite of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yes, exactly. And I think that rubbed. I think, like you said, I guess that rubbed Megan the wrong way. But he was great in those 2 runs.
As a being, just like I'm just such a Fleury person. Like I have his Vegas jersey. Like I love him. I started following Vegas for him. Like don't take his spot and then fuck up.
And I understand that. Yeah, he was
we grew up with him though, didn't he? Like he was still your goalie when you won.
He was awesome in those 2 runs. 2017 was. I know he was hurt for the first half of it. And don't get me wrong, Marc-Andre Fleury was sensational in those first 2 series. He won them. The Washington one, but when he struggled, you were at Game 7 or which game? What game?
I was at. Was I at the last one? No, the last one they played in Washington. Whichever.
Oh, okay. So you were at Game 7 then when they shut them out. Yeah. That's awesome. I would have killed to be there since. Yeah, I would have loved that.
Shannon and I went to school in DC, so every time during that run, we were there for both of them. I was going to almost every single game in those.
Yeah, I went to one of those games too. Well, I went to a game when the Capitals won one of the playoff games, and I was with a different friend of mine that's a Penguins fan, and she was just obliterated by the end of the game because the Capitals destroyed the Penguins in that game.
That's fine.
It was like a Sunday matinee playoff game, and it was not pretty.
All right, only the first period. Only the first period, so they got a long ways to go. But yeah, that's funny. You guys went to school in DC. I live probably 20 minutes outside the city. I'm in Tyson's Corner.
So Megan doesn't live there anymore, but I still live here.
Oh, awesome. It's cool. I live in Tyson's Corner right outside the Beltway.
I work in Tyson's Corner.
That's funny. I live with my girlfriend's right across the street from Spring Hill Metro Station.
Nice. Okay. I work right at the McLean Metro. I have to go over the big long bridge, but that's where I have to go to the office. That's where I go.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably like 10 minutes away.
Nice.
Where is that?
Yeah, I moved real fast.
Gotcha. So where do you live now, Megan?
She lives everywhere.
That's a really loaded question.
She's like couch surfing right now.
I'm really nomadic. So after college, I moved to New York. I lived in New York City for 2.5 years, almost 3 years. 2 years, and then COVID hit. And then I moved to the Jersey Shore, which is where I am right now. And then I lived at the beach for 6 months. And then I decided when it got cold that I didn't want to do that anymore. So I moved to Los Angeles for 6 months. And I got back 5 days ago. So I'm back at the beach in Jersey. And then I'll go back to New York, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. See where the world takes me. If my job tells me I don't have to go back, I'm thinking about trying out Nashville. Who knows?
Oh, I just watched this show. This is so unrelated to hockey. I just watched this show on Netflix called Marriage or Mortgage that takes place in Nashville. And it's all about like young couples that have to decide. They've got like, I don't know, like 30 or 40K saved. And they've got to decide whether you buy a wedding or a house with your like 30K, because then it takes a long time to save that up again. And so they do like a ton of real estate stuff in Nashville. And it was super interesting seeing how the prices differ to what I pay here. I'm like, I'm moving.
I can afford a house in Nashville. Like,
no, literally.
I can afford a house in Nashville. I'm like homeless in New York City. It's fine. I'm fine. But anyway, back to the games. Guys, Shannon and I are starting a real estate show.
Yeah, we just lost like 10 viewers because I went off on a tangent. So sorry, everyone.
I'm not sorry. It's fine.
I highly recommend the show.
Come on here. Most of you have been here before. You know what you get when you watch a stream with Shannon and I. Okay. Scores rundown. Devils, fuck them. The Bruins are still winning 1-0. The Islanders, Flyers are still tied at 0. They're only like halfway through the first. Not even. What the heck? The Hurricanes are trailing the Blue Jackets 1-0. That sucks. Blackhawks and Lightning are tied at 2. The Panthers are leading the Preds 1-0. Stars and Red Wings are tied at 0. Then we have some Western Canadian games coming on in like an hour and change. Not too bad, guys.
Thursday's always the big night, or one of them at least. Saturday.
I was gonna say Tuesdays and Thursdays just like take over the NHL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going live on Tuesday next week. For anyone that wants to mark the calendar.
Yes. We'll be live Tuesday next week, guys.
After we record with our esteemed guest.
Yes. We have 2 esteemed guests happening at the beginning of next week. Everyone, you'll want to watch. Oh my gosh. Jack Hughes' hair is also... Jack Hughes has a lot of hair.
Yeah, it got too long. It was looking really good at the beginning of the season.
It's
I
like
say that
long,
he's like 20. Like he's like far too young to be saying it looked really good. Like
that's my issue with hockey. I am 25 years old and I like can't look at half these players and be like, oh, they're cute. That's like creepy. Like, why is our sport so young?
I think he's like 19, which is I totally forgot he was, to be honest.
I keep seeing like all these players when I look at rosters that are like born in the 2000s, and I'm like, that disgusts me. It's
weird. They're
like,
out there playing in the
real.
Yeah, it is. It's strange. that's one way to put it.
Shouldn't be allowed there. The Penguin, like I don't even know how we got
Off the wall.
Oh my god. Oh my god, off the wall people, if you're here, please subscribe to our channel.
I was in the comments. I was waiting for you all.
John,
we say hi to guys. Make sure we tell him we said hello.
When you go back to John, tell him the sweethearts say hi.
John.
Oh, John's here too. Hey.
What's up? Thank you guys for hopping in. If you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. I know John is going for, I believe, 100 likes right now. We are trying to get as many likes as we can. Please like and subscribe.
It's the bar really low. We'll take 20.
Please, 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 please. I know the Bruins had a good first period. That was really great to see. We were chatting about the Devils and the Penguins, and the Devils are up 1-0 with a goal from the lovely 19-year-old Jack Hughes, as we were just discussing.
The literal fetus, Jack Hughes.
Get them 25 likes. You heard the man.
Yeah, get 25.
Get them 25. Go for 50.
Go for 50. People. There's 19 of you on right now. We can get up to 30.
Yeah, like if you're not Buffalo sucks, that's true.
That's true.
That's so true.
You know,
that's
Joey's subscribing team. As you should, because Shan.
Yeah, Joey, I said it in the comments. The Flyers are going to win today, man. They're coming back.
That's a really hot take. It's both the Islanders and Flyers.
Flyers are winning today.
Are better than Rangers yesterday. True.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Accurate.
For
Buffalo is bad.
I was talking about that on the pod last week. I feel bad for their fans. One of my best friends from college is a diehard Sabres fan. I feel like they've broken him the last few years, to be honest with you.
I mean, they have.
There we go. 2-2, Chicago and Tampa Bay. That's interesting. We were oops.
Shannon, I literally told you that.
No, we were. Well, yeah, but I thought it was. I thought Chicago was winning. I didn't think it was tied.
Oh, guys, my lips are really chapped. I'm not adjusting all of this weather.
We hit 29 likes, everyone, so I really appreciate the off the wall raid. We love John. We love having him on our show, and we love hopping on his shows. So
I'm kind of bummed that the Bruins ended up playing, because then we could have hung out with.
He was going to come on our show, yeah. So
yeah, next time. See, Hunter, this is what happens. Our friends who are well off in their YouTube,
well off in subscriber land.
They're well off in subscriber land. Just send the love. You two look
incredible.
You look very pretty tonight. This is better than 2 weeks ago. Someone commented and told me to go brush my hair. I was like, thank you.
Was it it was the same day we were on the Rod Peterson show and we were both like, cheers. We were just on live TV and someone was like, you're looking rough.
I was like, Meg, you look really rough. You should go brush your hair. And I was like,
we were like, excuse me. Yeah, let's go Flyers.
Like,
the Flyers are
just
winning
on
tonight,
TV.
people.
Like...
The Flyers are gonna win. Oops, not that one.
I saw that one too.
Cheers, Joey. Cheers.
I wish I could drink. Oh,
your cleanse ends tomorrow, everyone.
Next week when Shannon can't drink, I'm gonna be chugging.
I forgot. I ran out of Coke, which is annoying. I prefer I have my thing here, but
oh no, I forgot straight.
Oh, you prefer on the rocks? You prefer on the rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
There's a really good distillery from Baltimore that we get whiskey from.
Gotcha.
Well, they sell it here. I don't go all the way to Baltimore, but like that's where.
Yeah, it's a long drive. It's a long. Yeah, it's about an hour or something. I think it is. Well, at least from here.
Go Jets! All right. How are they doing? They haven't started yet, right?
My soon-to-be brother-in-law, is a Jets fan, and that's how you know he's never going to leave my sister, because he's very loyal if he's still a Jets fan.
Winnipeg, right? Or the New York Jets.
I'm talking about the New York Jets.
Oh,
I meant the Winnipeg Jets, but I mean,
no, that's definitely what they were talking about. But I'm just talking about the New York Jets because it felt right.
That team was something, especially when they had Adam Gase as their coach. They were a walking meme, basically.
Yep. Down in the stands. Wait,
the Jets
scored? Did someone score?
I think it's still intermission.
No, not different game. I thought someone was saying the Flyers
No, it's
scored.
intermission for all games except for the Stars and the Red Wings, who are 0-0 halfway through the first period.
Yes, you're correct.
The Jets play the Oilers tonight at 9 p.m. I think that is actually going to be a really good game.
Yes, they are.
Winnipeg played last night.
Next to each other in the standings.
They played last night, I think, too. Yeah, Winnipeg is interesting. You know, I still can't believe Paul Maurice has been there since 2014. But Connor Hellebuck carried them to the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
that was
Connor Hellebuck. We did the live stream last week, was our first North Division game, and we did the Leafs-Jets game. And we were both wowed by the North fans because that was just not a realm we had covered yet. I mean, we were aware of them from when they were in our divisions, respectively, but we hadn't covered the North Division itself. And the intensity of those fans playing Canada to Canada is incredible. And so it was a really fun live stream to do. And Hellebuck looked amazing. He was the reason that the Jets were able to stay in that game for
literally.
It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's awesome. I remember just a couple years ago he wasn't playing that well, but last year carried their corpses right into the playoffs, and then this year team's a bit better, but he still had to be really good. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean it's one thing to be carrying them, but they're fighting for a second seed right now. Like that was just not expected at all, particularly in the North, the way that they had structured that division. I know that last week. Clark from the Rob Peterson show was our representative for the Leafs, and he was talking all about how he thought 6 of the 7 teams from the North could be playoff teams, and I was like, I'm not sold. Like I'm
not convinced on that for shit.
I'm not necessarily sold, but he had a good point because he was like, you know, they're playing each other. It's really a competitive group versus, you know, the East where there's 5 good teams and 3 really bad teams, or the West where there's 3, maybe 4 good teams and then 4 really bad teams. And so it's harder to decipher the standings in the North just because of, you know, the skill level. And we think that X team really sucks, and they don't really suck. They're just playing harder opponents.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. The 6 out of 7 in Canada, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, Ottawa obviously is the lone man out, but Vancouver has not been good. And I was high on them. I love Peterson. I love Quinn Hughes is probably one of my favorite players to watch in the league. But they're just, for whatever reason, they're not doing well. I mean, Montreal is kind of they're a seesaw. I think wrong motion, but they're a seesaw. They go back and forth. Calgary just bores you down now with Daryl Sutter there. I mean, I can't watch their games.
You don't like the Daryl Sutter rehire?
I mean, they're doing well, but I hate like his style of hockey. It's the Barry Trotz of the West, I think is my way of saying it. It's just a chore to watch.
Because I was in DC, obviously, when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup under Barry Trotz, and I was shocked when he left the Capitals right after winning. But then he went to the Islanders, and he took an Islanders team after losing Tavares, who we all thought was going to just plummet to the bottom of the standings after losing him, and took them right into a competitive playoff seed, which was surprising to me. So I have a lot of respect for Barry Trotz, even if I don't love his coaching style. But Daryl Sutter was definitely a controversial hire and has done incredibly well. They haven't lost yet, unless they lost, yes?
Last night, I believe they did.
They did lose? Okay. They hadn't lost prior, which was
you're right.
Shocking to most because of the way that the Flames have been playing so far.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and I agree with you with the Barry Trotz thing. He's a top 5 coach in the league. What he does, he gets all of his players to buy into his system, and it's not the greatest team. I mean, I would have loved to see Matt Barzal on, I don't know, Colorado or something like that, or Vegas, some really good team. But you know, everyone buys in, everyone knows their role, and he's a good coach, even though their style is a chore to watch. Every game is like 2-1, basically. It's the same with Daryl Sutter. But I just hope the league doesn't overall go back to that kind of hockey. It's just like,
I mean, I think the Capitals would be incredibly boring to watch if they didn't have Ovechkin. Like, Ovechkin makes a game interesting, but otherwise the Capitals are incredibly underwhelming. They are not a team that people go out of their way to go watch on TV, except for the fact that Ovechkin is on there.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
I don't think so.
I think people are more maybe it's just because
I like
I'm in
Backstrom.
DC. I feel like I know a lot of people.
I like Backstrom a lot. I could watch him a lot, honestly. I'll never here's a hot take for you. I can't stand TJ Oshie. I never have stood him.
Wait,
I
TJ Oshie and
I
Tom
hate him.
Wilson have like the cutest pregame rituals.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
we
that.
post it online all the time. And I like literally wanted to like cry for him because he did it without Wilson the other day, just like pretending he was there. And I was like, that's some wholesome content. If you haven't looked up their pregame ritual,
I'm not
with
giving
Wilson and
Tom
Oshie,
Wilson
look it up.
years.
It's so funny.
I think I've seen a couple of my Caps friends send it to me in our Twitter group chat, and I'm like, okay, like I'll look at something else. But but no, I mean they do have some good players, but I mean I don't think they're like a contender or anything. I honestly think Pittsburgh will beat them in a best of 7, to be honest.
I agree. I forget you're a Pittsburgh pod.
Well, yeah,
I'm starting to like no
flaming hot
rooting
take
for it, but I was just like, yeah. And I was like, oh, you have to say that. It's in our DNA.
Penguin homer here.
Amazing. Well, guys, it's top of the hour. Time for a changeover. Hunter, tell the people where they can find you on social.
Yes, you can follow the podcast Twitter account at LO_Penguins. I do episodes Monday through Friday each day. And then my personal Twitter is at Hunter Hodies. Last name is HODIES. And I live tweet every Penguin game there.
Amazing. Guys, if you aren't already, give them a follow. Check it out. I'm sure we'll see you again at some point. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, absolutely. Keep up the great work. I love your guys' show, and you guys can have me on anytime.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. See you in Tyson.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, see you then. Yeah, see you guys.
Neil,
what's up, guys?
What up?
How we doing?
We're doing good. The Devils are winning.
Yeah, off to a good start.
Wait,
Jack Hughes with a nice shot. So can't complain.
It's time for Megan's
Shannon,
outfit change. She'll be right back.
Is it time for outfit change?
Yeah, Jack Hughes. I said that the Devils were going to win and Jack Hughes was going to score, so I'm off to a good start.
You are off to a good start.
Shannon.
Hopefully, we can play as well in the next 2 periods as we played in the first. I felt like right from the first puck drop, we really got things rolling. It's unfortunate though, the news that we got about Blackwood. There we go. There we go. Is that a blank one? Is that just a blank one?
Yeah.
Nice. It's still a rocking jersey nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, we're all just kind of like on the edge of our seats right now because we're not really sure what's going on with Blackwood and why he just all of a sudden right before puck drop he's deemed as a scratch. So from what I was told is that it's not COVID related, but it's not good. So as if things couldn't already get difficult. Concerning. Yeah, so it is what it is. Just got to deal with it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I was not aware of that tidbit of news, so that is something to discuss.
Yeah, we found out about it literally 5 minutes before the game started. We literally found out 5 minutes before, so.
Damn. Neil, do you live in a frat house or something?
Do I live in a frat house? No. Is my background just that bad?
No, it sounded fratty for a second. I was hearing microwaves and stuff.
No. That's just my dad cooking some corned beef. We celebrated St. Patrick's Day yesterday, and he's making some more corned beef at the moment. Also, my brother's here, so he's doing that.
Fine.
So yeah, they have to hear me talk while I'm watching this game. So I told them up front what the deal is, so they know. They know what's going on.
Shannon, I'm eating my bar for the night.
Megan's doing a cleanse.
Fair enough.
I am not
kicking my ass. You're doing a cleanse next week, Shannon. Game on.
I basically just do like regular stuff to like stay healthy. I don't even do anything crazy. That's just been my MO since I was a kid.
I'm doing a legit wild cleanse, and Shannon's doing the same exact one next week because I told her about it. But anyway, guys, the Penguins need to score as I sit here.
So the second period has begun. We're 2 minutes in.
What?
Penguins
I'm
not
so
scored
behind.
this minute.
Oh my god, I just jumped a full minute. Where the fuck have I been? Neil, how do you watch the Devils games?
How do I normally? I mean, I'm just here at home. I sit on the couch, and that's how I do
like
it. And,
channel.
oh,
Like
channel! I watch. I watch
The
it on
Flyers
MSG.
are winning, folks.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna win all of my bets.
Do you have bets?
Just here.
Just like verbally talking?
Just verbally being a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Fair enough. But yeah, because I live in New Jersey, we get the local channel MSG. So we're on what are we on? MSG. Yeah, we're on MSG Plus. So unfortunately,
did I tell you I'm back in Jersey now?
Oh, are you? Awesome.
As of
Awesome.
Sunday.
Oh, cool. You and you happy to be back, or what's your situation?
Well, considering I got a warning for tidal flooding, I'm not thrilled. But I'm okay. I'm happy to be back, so I have like my view of the beach when I want to in the morning.
That's fair enough. What the hell was that? We're trying to run into Tristan Jarry for Michael McLeod. That makes sense. It had to be McLeod.
And the Flyers have learned to score
MSG
again.
Plus is frozen.
Thank
you. Welcome back to Jersey. Thank y'all.
Kane's just
interesting to be home.
That's my boy Jimmy chiming in a little bit there. He was telling me last night he was like so happy that that the Rangers scored 9 goals, and I go, yeah, I don't know what that's like. I have no idea what that's like to score that many goals in one game.
Bamboozled. We got back from St. Patrick's Day, and I just saw the Jarry incident, whatever that was.
Yeah.
We got back from St. Patrick's Day, and we were like, not sober, and I was like,
this is what
9 goals?
Yeah, MSG Plus, unlike your phone or a tablet, is not really that reliable. I would say that it's better if you can, it's better obviously on television. But I mean, if you can find some other stream, I'm sure it'll work. But how far are you guys behind me with regards to like timing? Like, what time does it say when you guys are watching?
So, like I said, I just saw it says 17:34 on that.
Oh, okay. So you're about 20 seconds behind me.
MSG Plus.
MSG Plus. I mean,
yeah, so I'm on NHL TV, and then Megan's on the app.
That's fair. But yeah, no, I was on the Tip of the Iceberg podcast this past week. We were
Megan was on there.
We were previewing. Yeah, we were previewing the.
I got it on TV.
You got it on TV.
I told you to check the TV.
Well, I mean, you live in New Jersey. I would imagine you would get this channel. Unless...
It's like cable.
Yeah, it's just
I
part
literally
of
tried to watch this game on the NHL app because this is my first game I'm watching on the NHL TV, or tried to since I got back from Los Angeles. So when I could see every game, and I didn't even think to watch it on the television.
I was like, Megan, turn the TV on, and you were like, I don't get it. I do. Point from Jimmy. The Rangers scored 9 goals, and they had none of their coaching staff. Like,
that's true.
Is their coaching staff the problem?
I think that tells you all you need to know. I think that pretty much tells you that, yeah, maybe they just need more of a coaching overhaul. But I mean, we'll see if the Sabres. I mean, I know they're not doing well right now, but maybe the Sabres is not coaching tonight. We'll see if that changes anything.
Didn't they fire their coach?
They just fired. They have an interim head coach. I was looking at it on off the wall. I've got an interim coach. They're only down by 1 goal against the Bruins, and the Bruins love to give up leads. Literally love to give them up. So, like, not counting that as a W yet.
The thing that I found the most hilarious about the Bruins recently is that they're the only team I've ever seen let not only Scott Wedgwood get a shutout against them, but let Keith Kincaid get a shutout against them.
The Bruins are like... They're like Buffalo just scored as I'm about to go in on the Bruins. Well, let's just start there.
Bro, I need like Boston to be the team that ends up losing to Buffalo.
Good
Like,
God,
the first
they
game without
love
Ralph
to lose
Kruger.
to Buffalo. They lose to the Rangers no, they won one against the Rangers.
That's fair enough.
Fucking Halak too. He's the one that gave up like a zillion goals against the Rangers.
Halak is having kind of an up and down year, and that's kind of
He's
like
old.
a surprising thing.
37.
Yeah, that's true. I remember reading like the last time he played against the Devils, they showed on the screen, they said like Halak hasn't beaten the Devils since like 2017.
So, he's like legit old. Like I thought he was gonna retire. Like he's a backup goalie because he's already had his prime as a starting goalie.
His heyday is
he
over.
has. Yeah, and I think now I know that the Bruins brought in Darth Vlader, right? Is that his nickname? Is that what we're calling him?
And Jeremy Swayman is their other option, and he looks incredible from what he did in Maine. So it was more of like a which one do you want to give the chance to, and which one do you want more development time to? And I don't think there was a wrong choice either way, quite frankly.
I think it's gonna work out either way. I mean, at some point that these young guys got to come in. We don't know when Tuukka Rask is going to retire. You'd like to hope if you're the Bruins that Halak maybe retires at the end of the year. It depends on their situation and what they want to do. But I mean, the Bruins have always done a good job of developing goaltenders. I mean, they got Rask and then they developed him into arguably one of the most like consistent goaltenders in the league the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I'm not surprised that they have 2 young goaltenders in the wings that have a lot of potential.
Well, and they keep developing backups so well that they leave to go start. I mean, they did that with Khudobin, and now he's playing in Dallas. Like, I'm surprised Halak has stayed with us so long, but it's because if he leaves, he's probably not going to get like a long-term deal. And I don't think both Rask and Halak are on contract years. I don't think Halak is going to resign. I'm like 50-50 on if Tuukka's going to resign or if he's going to retire. If he resigns, it'll be no longer than 2 years maximum. I think maybe a year. But he's just like, his heart is not in it as much as it used to be.
Yeah. I think last year really took it out of him.
Yeah, the bubble took it out of him. Yeah.
Which is like fine. Like, I mean, retire. Like we have, like you said, like we have 2 goalie options, and they're both actually Vladar. I think is not that young. He's Swayman's young. Vladar's 23.
What the hell was that? How was that not a boarding penalty?
And there.
It wasn't Tanev. It wasn't Tanev this time. I'm telling you, it wasn't Tanev. I can say that for sure. It was not Tanev. Frederick Gaudreau. Okay, he's definitely not related to Johnny. That's what I thought. He's from Canada. There's no way.
He's new.
Because Johnny Gaudreau is from Jersey, so there's like this is definitely not.
He was supposed to be like the light of the USA hockey team, and Gaudreau's just like underwhelming now.
I think it has to do with age at this point with him.
How old is he? He's not that old.
I think he's 28, 29 at this point. I mean, he's still in the. I think at this point in his career, Johnny Gaudreau needs to go somewhere else. I think this is like his time in Calgary with the way things have gone, especially this year. They fired their head coach in the middle of the season.
Brought in an old coach.
Yeah, bringing in Sutter was kind of a head-scratching decision.
I mean, it's paid off for them now. They've only lost 1 game since he came back.
That's true. But I really think that not at the trade deadline, but I do think that this upcoming offseason, I think you're going to hear a lot more Johnny Gaudreau rumors being traded, like we heard like this past year when everybody was talking about, could he actually be moved and things like that. I think that the Flames, especially depending on how they finish the season, whether they make the playoffs or they don't, I think that it could be possibly that opportunity for Gaudreau to maybe leave, unless he doesn't want to leave. I don't really know what his contract situation is. I think next year is the last year of his contract. So, it just kind of depends on what the front office wants to do in that situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think there's quite a few people in that situation at this point. I think the hard thing is this season's not the best to judge it on. I mean, we were talking about it earlier that there's a lack of motivation on the ice right now for a lot of teams because they've played the same 7 teams over and over and over. And so it's just like a lack of interest. Like, what is the light at the end of the tunnel actually look like?
Nothing. It looks like a game against a different division.
No, it's not. The first 2 rounds are in your division. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You have to get out of that first.
And then at that point, like the questions that I have is that how tired are these guys going to be? Like all these different teams, like how are we going to see crisp playoff hockey, or are we going to see guys gassed? Because if you think about it, like there are some teams, like the Devils, obviously they're not making the playoffs, but like the Devils that play every other day and back to back on weekends, they got to be gassed. I mean, I've watched some of these games with the Devils, and sometimes I think it's not because we're not good enough to compete with teams. I think we're just gassed. I think we're just tired.
I feel like that's what's happening a lot, and I think that's why a lot of people are getting hurt. Like, obviously, the Pens, like, we're suffering from injuries right now. I think everyone's just so tired that, like, their bodies are giving out. Like, hits are hitting harder. Like, it's feeling so rough.
Yeah. Like, and there's no all-star break either, so it's not like halfway through the season, everybody can take 4 or 5 days off. No, like, we got to keep playing, and you got to keep – and, again, because we're still dealing with a pandemic, guys are having to be so restricted with regards to where they can go, who they can interact with, and what they can actually do on a day-to-day basis. And it's tough because, like, when I look at it from the Devils' perspective, Lindy Ruff, every single off day has a choice. Do we practice to get ready for the next game, or do we give them a day off to rest?
Yeah.
How the hell is he allowed to? That's what I thought. All right, fair enough. There was a scramble in front of the net, and Wedgwood made a couple saves, and then I guess Kapanen may have knocked it in, but the refs waved it off. I'm not really sure.
And did Tanev lose his helmet?
Tanev did lose his helmet. He did.
That hair, though.
Yeah, that's some great flow. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's got the flowing thing. How did Wedgwood stop that? That is unbelievable. This is the thing. Like, it's so funny watching Scott Wedgwood this year because for
the only thing that got in goal there is Tanev's head.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even explain. Like, Kapanen thought he scored. I mean, he really thought he scored, but somehow Wedgwood didn't give it up. But the thing with Wedgwood that's so interesting is that, like, when he first came up with the Devils, we all thought he was going to be, the guy to come after Marty Brodeur. And he looked good somewhat when he first came in the league, and then he was traded away to Arizona, and he's kind of been, a backup, basically the rest of his career, or an AHL goalie. At least he has his name on the cup, which is, I guess, something to say. So, but he's actually been pretty solid this year when he's had to come in for the Devils, which is kind of a surprise. Because again, we thought he was going to be the third goaltender on this team, considering the situation when we had Corey Crawford and everything, and now all of a sudden Crawford retires, and that's what it is. It looks like the Penguins just took a penalty. Yeah, they did. I think it's Brian Rust that went to the sin. Yeah, it's Rust.
Yeah.
Rust is going to the sin bin. All right. I mean, it's
the
not like
sin bin.
Yeah. What? Nobody else says that?
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that? Oh, I say it all the time when I broadcast hockey games, and when I talk about it on the Devil State of Mind, I say sin bin all the time. That's exactly how I say it. I even tweet it out that way. That's exactly
you
how
never
I
heard of sin bin before?
Oh.
That's been a hockey term for years. It's been.
There are podcasts we follow that are called like sin bin whatever.
That's true. I think there's one that follows me, Sin Bin Vegas. I believe Vegas in. So.
Megan's kindly ignoring that the Flyers scored again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you.
That game, correct me if I'm wrong, that game's on the island, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, jeez. Yes! PK Subban.
Oh, I guessed that.
Bro,
I am on point. I should have gambled today.
No, and see, this is the thing. PK he scored on Sunday, but I guess the refs didn't want to give it to him because of the stupid offsides.
Wow.
But at least he got that one. See, this is the
I'm
thing.
2 for 2 on guessing who was gonna score.
All right, so
Can you guess a Penguin, please?
No.
no, don't do that. I mean, Shannon, who do you think's the next Devil that's going to score in this game? Just give me somebody.
There's a lot of other ones besides Jackies and PK.
Go with Miles Wood. Miles
While
Wood
you
leads the
guys
team in goals.
situate that, I'm gonna tell Jimmy because he's in our comments. I got a Rangers jersey too.
Yeah.
Nice.
She did. It looks beautiful. I hate the Rangers with
I
every
got that
fiber of my
Rangers
being.
reverse retro.
Oh, it's the reverse retro. Nice. Yo, PK's on a 3-game point streak. You like to see that. You love.
That's good for a guy that suffers.
Okay, but
with
that's only his
frustrations.
3rd goal this season.
Yeah, I know, because he's not good. He's
He's
clearly over
suffering
the
with
hill.
mental focus, same way that Tuca does.
It's somebody was saying it and I really got annoyed by it, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but somebody was like, oh, the reason that he's having struggles this year is because, he's no longer with Lindsey Vonn, so that's like been distracting him, which I find to be highly
we've definitely said that.
which I find to be highly stupid, but I mean that's just me. Because people ask me like, oh, are you going to talk about it on the podcast? And I'm like, no. So why? Why would I want to talk about it?
It's a factor. Jimmy, yeah, it's blank. It's blank.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, Hughes. Oh, jeez.
Simply just not.
I'll throw you a Penguins phone. Let's Crosby will probably net one.
Yeah, it would be Crosby.
Should I fuck around and say Letang just to
Give me Tanev.
No, I'm gonna.
No, McCann. I'll say Jared McCann. I like him.
Because the Devils like to give up goals to players I've never heard of or are making their NHL debut or have never scored a goal in the league. I'm gonna say Gaudreau is gonna score for the Penguins, and I wouldn't even be shocked. Okay. And am I the only? Oh, jeez. Yes. Travis Zajac, 3-0.
You're You're a solid 4 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's good because that means I can turn around when the goal's about to happen so I can see it.
I am terrified right now. I am terrified that we have a 3-goal lead. I am terrified because...
Why? Because we're really good at coming back from that?
No, because we're really bad at
giving... We're really bad at holding them. They're
really
bad at the Bruins and holding a lead.
I was at the first game last season. We're playing Winnipeg. We're up 4-0. What happens? We blow a 4-goal lead and lose in a shootout. So, I mean, it's this is great. Don't get me wrong. This is great. And Damon Severson scored? That's okay. I thought it was
Can we pull Kristen Jari? Because I got issues.
I'm so glad I dropped him in fantasy. I'm so glad I dropped. What now we're challenging
everyone should be.
Now they're challenging it or looking at it.
Why?
Yeah, are the Devils really going to get screwed again? Or are we
I didn't guess Zajac.
I'll take it.
All right. So, I mean, who is this team?
We're fine. It's fine.
So this is the thing. The funny thing, there you go. I think the Devils have only played the Flyers twice this season. So we still have to play them 6 more times. Oh, here we go. Oh, jeez. I'm really surprised that we're up 3-0 against Pittsburgh.
Where did you get that? Where did this come from? Why can't I find it to take it off our screen?
No.
If you're a Flyers fan, comment, subscribe while Megan figures this out.
Bruh, that is rough. That is rough. That is rough to see. Because I despise the Flyers a lot. For obvious reasons.
You opened a can of worms.
She woke up and chose violence today.
I wake up and choose violence every single day.
That's fair.
It's fine. Actually, I wake up and Shannon sends me a good morning and what day of my cleanse I'm on. She goes, "Good morning, happy 4th day."
You better do the same thing to me next week when I'm doing it.
I got you. And I'll know what you're eating because I have the cleanse calendar.
The Bruins scored. We don't have to boo me anymore.
Oh, is it 2-1?
2-1.
There you go.
So we can change. Here we go.
Hopefully Bergeron does something. I have him in fantasy, so I kind of need him to.
That's a bad pickup right now. He's doing awful.
Yeah, I have some pretty bad pickups. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, at least Hughes has a 2-point night, so I'm kind of riding on that. So is Ty Smith. Go Bruins. I think what's funny is that when I look at the Devils, we struggle against a lot of those teams. But we're 3-0-1 against the Bruins this year. We've actually dominated the Bruins in the regular season. And
yeah, you do. We have the Bruins are unable to beat bad teams.
Oh no, not a breakaway. Oh, good defense. Good job, Smith. I know Kirill Kaprizov is probably going to end up winning Rookie of the Year, but I really feel like Ty Smith deserves more recognition for Rookie of the Year because he's had a really good rookie season.
Kaprizov is going to get it, no question, though.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's been ridiculous. I love his nickname too. I think I mean it's perfect for him.
What are we talking about?
It's Kirill Kaprizov's nickname, which is just Kirill the Thrill.
Someone just asked me if I'm on. Does that mean crack or something?
What?
I'm on a cleanse, and that's my mental status is deteriorating. Or actually, it's in Morgan. My name is Megan.
No, the Flyers can't beat the Bruins this season at all.
Correct.
But the hard thing is, so for the Bruins, I can semi-confidently say which teams they're beating and which ones they're not. They're not beating the Devils. They're not beating the Rangers. But then the Flyers, I can't say that about. I can't.
I guess it all just depends on matchups. Your system doesn't work against whatever system they're throwing out. So with the Devils, I guess just whatever system the Bruins run, the Devils just seem to know how to figure it out and have success.
Yeah.
But
they're
yeah,
still young too.
The funny thing with the Devils is that because we have so many guys that are playing in the league right now that have not played before, Kuokkanen, Sharon, Govich, guys like that, these teams don't know how to necessarily scout them right off the bat because they don't know what they're going into. So, I said to the guys at the tip of the iceberg, I said, the Devils are probably going to win one of the two games at home because I think the Penguins are just not going to be able to know what's going on. They're not going to be able to figure out how to, stop their offensive system, at least in one game. Because they have an idea with the majority of the players on this team, but not some of the young guys. And, I'm kind of surprised that Jari's not really the reason that they're losing this game because all 3 goals were not really his fault. I mean, the first one
he just had an awesome save.
I like to blame everything on Jari, but I agree. Our offense is just not doing it right now.
You don't have a defense besides 80-year-old broken Crystal Tang. So
is Sidney Crosby's been, and I know I'm going to regret saying this, but he's been really quiet in this game.
Yeah.
And I don't. Is it because Malkin's not playing? Is that what it is?
No, they're not even on the same line.
3-0 Flyers. What the hell?
Yeah.
Something. Oh, jeez.
I should have gambled.
Yeah. My friend Kim is at that game, and she's probably really pissed off right now. She's really pissed off.
Oh, as an Islanders fan?
Yeah.
Shannon and I are supposed to be at a Devils game in 1 month from today, maybe.
Nice.
Right, Shanny?
Oh my god.
Tentative date, yes. I'm on a commercial break, so what are you watching? There's a very cute bunny rabbit on my screen.
You are really far behind.
The Chewy commercial.
Oh.
I'm having heart palpitations because Jari is defending every shot on goal.
There was literally just a moment just now where it was a 3-on-1 and Jari was the only reason that the Devils didn't score there.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know from what I'm seeing is that it seems like the Penguins defense is just leaving Jari out to dry in this
You
game.
don't have a defense other than Chris Letang.
Which isn't really saying a whole lot, is it?
It depends on the day.
So I guess I don't.
So today, I guess, yeah.
Is Jake Gensel playing, or am I just not seeing him? I feel like because I don't see him at all.
No, I saw him earlier. I think I saw him earlier.
Okay. Because some of the main guys that I would expect to be involved in the game have just not been involved at all.
I think everyone's just being so quiet, and I'm really thrown off by it. Hold on, let me confirm this.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Scott Wedgwood is continuing to play well, which is really good. But I'm hoping that we get some notice about Mackenzie Blackwood because I think we all need to know what exactly his issue is.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the T is.
I'm worried it's going to be he hurt his groin or something in warm-ups because the thing was that he was in warm-ups and he was fine. And then they said after warm-ups, that's when they took him out. So I don't really know exactly what the issue is. And I was because we've dealt with so much adversity this season, this would just add on. We're just going to keep adding, things are just going to keep adding on one after another. And it's a really weird season. It's really weird. And hopefully Nico Hischier comes back in a couple weeks. I don't even know what to say, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's tough because a lot of people that I talk with on Twitter, they're like, all right, so who we drafting next year? And I'm at the point where I'm tired of talking about who we going to draft next year? It's can we try to win some games now as opposed to who can I've started to because the Devils also have had the number one pick twice in the last couple of years. I don't really care about the draft anymore. I really don't. I've lost interest because it's
it loses its excitement when you have the number one pick and can't get shit from it.
Well, it's one of those frustrating things where it's if you look at teams like Colorado, Toronto, Edmonton, they got Buffalo even, they got a guy and immediately he took the NHL by storm. No disrespect to Nico Hischier or Jack Hughes, they just haven't really done that. And that's what I guess to some people is a very frustrating situation because we were kind of hoping that at least one of these guys would be a guy that would just come into the NHL and immediately make massive impacts in a league. And I mean, Jack Hughes is getting there, but this is year 2, and he just tied his total goals from last year tonight. He had 7 all of last year and not even 20 points, which was just a really
rough way to start, especially coming in with such hype around you.
Yeah. And you're seeing it, you're even seeing with Alexis Lafreniere with the Rangers. He's not coming in and taking the league by storm. He went the first 20 games and he only had 2 points. He was really, really not producing at all. So I mean, I don't know if that's just now a trend now where it's just guys are just slower developers. Because even looking at this upcoming draft, nobody knows who the number one pick is. They're not. It's not a guarantee. It could be Brant Clark, it could be some other dude. It's not that we all know. Okay, this is who everybody's tanking for. Even last year was kind of like that because everybody's oh, we're tanking for Lafreniere, but it still doesn't feel that way. But for me, it's just I'm more in the attitude of I want to start, instead of constantly drafting players and getting hope, I want to start seeing that hope become actual production on the ice. That's my attitude nowadays. So
I just had a nice close up on Sid, and I feel like he just looks spent and frustrated.
The funniest thing that I saw about Sidney Crosby was when they honored him for, what was it? He got 1,000 games. Was that the recent?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They showed, I guess, his wife. I think that was his wife.
They're not married.
Or girlfriend. It was funny because then people were looking up, I typed in Sidney Crosby because I was looking up something else, and it said, who is Sidney Crosby's wife? It was trending. And I'm why is this trending?
Yeah, Want to know why? Because
Turner
he's
Stevenson. Like nobody would have been able to figure out that trivia question.
No.
Nobody.
He's so like reserved on like the way he uses social. Like when you look at like Letang and like Malkin, their families are all over social. Like kind of the significant others of a lot of these players.
Right.
But Crosby is so closed off. She's nowhere. Like I literally tried to Google her one day. You can't find her. Like, not a chance.
She's definitely from Pittsburgh. I'm putting money that she's. I don't know.
I think she's from Canada.
Well, she's from Canada. That makes sense too. Just
I could totally be wrong too. But I did try and go down that rabbit hole a few weeks ago because I was trying to figure out like, which of the Penguins players were single. And I was like, is Sid dating someone? Like, you never hear about her. And I'm like, obviously, I know like everyone else has wives because like every hockey player in the world is wifed up at like 12. Right. But like, I don't know.
It's some players like they
and in like the comments.
They like, will there be a draft?
Oh, I was going. You can look at this one too.
Well, no. So I thought this one was interesting because we've talked about it on a couple different shows. The trickle down, like ripple effect from the lack of actually. We had Kevin St. Jacques on, who specifically he coaches the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, and he does scouting for a couple different teams. And we were specifically talking about what the ripple effect was going to be from players not being able to be scouted appropriately. And in college, there's now an extra year of eligibility for seniors, which is going to add, less availability from the freshmen and what that was going to look like. And he was like, yeah, it's going to suck. And it's going to suck for all professional sports. And it's kind of like, is it just going to motivate more guys to work harder, or is it just going to screw some? Like, I don't know. I don't have a good answer. It's not that there's going to be less guys. That there's going to be more that aren't going to have as much of an opportunity to prove themselves. If you look at college football and you look at Joe Burrow, he blew for years, and then he had an amazing season. And how many guys are missing that one amazing season because they're not able to play, or they're, overstacked on their rosters because everybody's getting extra years of eligibility?
Yeah, I mean,
I would love for my quarterback to go, but that's.
I'm in the same boat. And my team just signed Mike Glennon as a backup. So, I mean.
Did you guys just score again?
No, Jari made a good save.
Oh.
But like, look at that schedule. Like, man, you could see it. Like, look how brutal that schedule is. It's tonight, then on Saturday, then on Sunday, then we're again on Tuesday, and then
you guys are literally every other.
Like, we're getting murdered, and then we play back to back on Thursday and Friday.
Want to know why?
Against the Capitals.
Want to know why this is happening to you? Is because when people are doing these trips to New York, New Jersey, you guys are like a one-off stop.
No, it's because the Devils missed 10 games for COVID, so they have to make all the games.
There were already games in their schedule of like teams stopping there. That was not only because they were behind. That was already built into their schedule to have these teams who were already in the area stopping there for random games.
No, I mean, that's a good point. Like in a regular season, regular season, you would see a lot of these situations where the Devils would play like Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh has already been in the New York metropolitan area. They played the Flyers, they played the Islanders, they played the Rangers, and the Devils are in that same boat. Makes it easier. And Shannon brought up the most obvious point. We were off for 16 days. So we have if we miss another day or two, because of COVID, we're done. Like that's it. Like we can't finish 52 games. And Damon Severson got boarded and they called nothing. So there's that. That's sick.
That was rough.
Fun fact about Damon Severson. I got invited by the Devils to be a part of a promotional thing where we would play a game with some of the players, and Sammy Vatanen was one of them and Damon Severson was the other, and we were put into teams. I was with Vatanen, the other dude was with Damon Severson, and we had to dress up in street hockey goalie gear and have to stop shots from an NHL player.
So that sounds so fun.
Oh, it was a blast. And Martin Bernard walked by as I was doing it, so I froze for a minute because he's my idol, and I became a goalie because of him. So that was kind of the whole thing. But when I got up, I stopped 6 of 10 shots on Damon Severson, and I made one glove save that everybody like continues to point out to me when they get a chance. And that was a really cool thing. And I ended up winning that contest. So I actually ended up getting VIP tickets to a Devils game because of it. So it was kind of like a really cool experience. And it was cool because,
Oh God.
you know, yeah, the Penguins had a chance. I don't know who shot the puck. But
someone I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Stars are in the same boat. I mean, I don't know how many days they were off.
A lot of days.
They were off probably more than I think the Devils.
Yeah.
I think. So
they didn't even start the season on time.
No, and so they have to play catch up.
That's
the
true.
Whole season.
And like our sport is just so physical that putting themselves through that literally constantly is so difficult on the body.
Yeah. And people are like, "Oh, but baseball players do it." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, baseball isn't as physical."
Baseball players like stand there half the time,
right? And
basketball, like, jog every few minutes, like
yeah. And I mean, like you look at people say like, "Oh, well, basketball teams do it." It's like basketball's not as physical as hockey is. I mean, that's just what it is. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
basketball. It's a lot of stamina, but you're not like full force having 200 pounds slam you into a wall.
It's exactly. So it's just that. This is why, like I said before, that this is a season like no other. It's so crazy. 52 games where, it's not a marathon. It's a sprint the entire year. And It's just whoever wins the cup, somebody is hurt. Who is that was weird. It looks like Rodriguez.
In the bottom corner there.
Rodriguez and McLeod both collided, and it looks like McLeod's getting an interference penalty for some stupid reason. Okay.
I didn't even.
I don't know what did I.
Shan, the Bruins are winning 3-1.
I haven't seen the next goal. What's wrong with my TV?
It's such a weak call. Like what?
It's like that. Yeah, I feel like that was like definitely like a joint venture. They're like they just got tangled. They fell.
Yeah, that was a
like
weak
I'll
call.
take a power play. I really need it.
And this is where I get scared because I'm worried that like the Penguins are gonna find a way to score here and grab the momentum. See, now they're showing this thing, and we're asking for it now. 16 for our last 16 on the penalty kill. We are asking for it right now.
How much time do you have left on your
team with that first minute?
We have like 36 seconds. 36.
Okay, so you should be fine to kill half a power play in 36 seconds.
Well, I mean, our penalty kill is the second worst in the league. So, I mean, it's.
That was a bad call. I just saw the play. I'm like 30 seconds.
It was a weak call against McLeod. I don't really understand. The refs this year in particular have been really brutal with the calls that they've made in games. Not just like Devils games, and they scored.
Really?
Yes, and it was Letang. So who said Letang?
Me.
So Shannon is now 3 for 3 tonight. And
Damn!
This is what I'm talking about. We're up 3-0. Now we just gave up a goal late in the period. Now, probably what's going to happen in the third is that the Devils are going to play back defensively the whole 20 minutes and hope to God that we somehow don't blow a 3-goal lead. And it was off some BS call.
Wow,
and we give up
3
a goal
out of 4 for me. That is impressive. That was a weak call, though, Ryan. You're right. I did not like that call.
It really was, Ryan. It was like absolutely weak. And it was Jake
Excuse
Gensel.
me.
So it was Jake Gensel. Oh, look at that. Yeah, she changes like 12 seconds left. 12 seconds. Jesus Christ. See that? And we can't get Wedgwood a shutout. That would have been nice.
All right. We had a question what period the Devils game is in, which is a perfect time to do.
Oh, no. It's the end of the second period.
Do a score rundown?
I was about to do the goal rundown, but my computer's 50 Shades of Frozen. So
I got you. The Penguins just scored, so now they're only losing 3-1, which rough, but still there. The Bruins are beating the Sabres 3-1. The Flyers are beating the Islanders 3-0. Blue Jackets and Hurricanes are tied at 2, which is a little shocking to me. The Blackhawks and Lightning are still tied at 2. The Preds and Panthers are tied at 1. A lot of time right now. The Red Wings are beating the Stars 2-0. If Jeff is still watching, that sucks. And then in around 15 minutes, we have 2 other games starting. We have the Jets and the Oilers starting, and then the Wild and the Avalanche. Shannon's computer definitely just shitted the bed.
There she is.
Yeah, my computer spazzed out.
That was interesting.
Bye, Shannon.
But yeah, this is where now, like, going into the third, I'm like mad nervous because I'm like, I've seen this team do this so many times that, and any Devils fan who's watched these games or is watching this probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, do we
and
come
it's
out?
not even that you guys can blow it. It's that we have such a track record this season of coming.
Well, here's the thing. It's a combination of that and also that the Devils for the last 2-3 years have been notorious when it comes to blowing multiple goal leads. So, I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if that was the case. It wouldn't surprise me. But it's just all the Devils really, they got to come out in the third and try to get that next goal and try to go back up by 3. Because if they do that, they put this game away. Because right now the Penguins have the momentum. They have confidence. Okay, we're back in this game. We got 20 minutes to go. We can do this. And the Devils got to look at it and be like, okay, we got to forget about that last goal. We dominated the second period. And that's
you were wrong. That goal was scored by Gensel.
All right,
they showed Letang celebrating. I guess Gensel deflected it.
Letang was the first assist. It was a tip-in from Gensel.
So there's my answer as to, is Gensel playing tonight? Yep, he just scored.
Gensel is in fact playing.
He's on that line with Letang and Crosby in the beginning. He's like first line there. The line that's really fucked up right now without Malkin is second because like that kind of filled out weird. But we shall see. Can confirm the Devils put of gas. I'm assuming out of gas.
Been happening last couple of seasons. Yeah, exactly. No, Ryan's 100% right. Like, and I don't know if I would necessarily say they run out of gas. It's more of just a mental thing with them. Is that they get into that mode of, we're up 3-0. Now we just gave up a goal, and now in the back of their minds they're thinking, well, we don't want to blow this lead again. And that's what we saw in years past. And we haven't seen it as much this year from what I remember. But it's something that any Devils fan would think. PK Subban has a -4 rating this season. That's how bad he's been. Yeah. I don't think, like, I know the Devils will leave him unprotected in the expansion draft, but Seattle would be stupid, in my opinion, to take on that contract. Unless they want to do it from a marketing standpoint, because we know Subban can market really well and he has a good personality and everything, and it's just I don't know.
It's not worth the money.
$9 million a year for the next year or two? No, he's not. And we know why he's here. We know what we tried. We brought him in the hopes that we could convince Taylor Hall to stay long term. And that didn't work.
And now that jersey is the cheapest jersey in the NHL shop.
It really is. And I still don't get why Hall went to Buffalo. I'm trying, watching the game on Tuesday and watching how frustrated he was. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy, for saying that. As if I need to hear it from a Rangers fan.
Love when people troll their co-hosts in comments. Like I do it to Shannon when she goes live with Boston teams.
My friend Jimmy likes to. He doesn't really troll me. He just says stuff to make it so obvious. And I'm like, Jimmy, you're a Rangers fan. Like I can't take anything you're saying about the Devils seriously because it's somewhat biased.
It's all biased.
Oh, it is all biased. Like we were talking about the Devils and Rangers last week, and he goes oh well, the Devils suck, and I just was like, well, thank you, Captain Obvious, for saying that. But then again, you are a Rangers fan.
That's when everyone goes, oh, the Penguins suck and Sidney Crosby sucks. And I'm like, thank you for having just an opinion there.
And that's just what it is. So I don't know. The thing with Taylor Hall is that people thought because a lot of people came at me when I was when I gave no opinion to Taylor Hall going to Buffalo. People thought should we still cheer him on? And I'm like, guys, he's not in the Devils anymore. I don't think we should cheer at all. I hope he doesn't get a single point against us ever. That's why it's hard to not get attached to certain players because it's it is a business at the end of the day. And that's the thing that's tough. By the way, I wanted to shout out really quick. you know, sometimes you can be, Jimmy. Sometimes you can be when you don't realize it, but that's okay. I still love him. Anyway, I wanted to shout out. I found out today it's Corey Schneider's 35th birthday.
No, I found out it's Char's birthday too.
It is Char's birthday as well. How
I
old is
wore,
Chara?
I don't know, 42, 43?
Oh, okay. But
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
55?
Yeah.
44. Holy cannoli.
I wonder if he's trying to compete with Tom Brady to see like who's going
to annoy me. I don't know.
Who's going to stay longer in their profession.
Who can give Shannon the most grays before she turns 24?
This morning I woke up and I was like, well, I'm gonna like do this meeting at 9 a.m. and then I'm gonna go to the gym. So I'll just put this like my Chara long sleeve shirt on and then I'll go to the gym. And then I was like, oh, it's Chara's birthday. Like, should I work out in this or should I save it for our live stream? And I sweat through it, so don't worry. It's in the wash now.
But
gotta get some workouts in before your cleanse.
Yes.
Can't work out on that.
People, the beach bod is nearing. Don't let it sneak up on you.
Okay.
Guys, it's so near. I'm back at the beach. That's how near it is.
The most intense game of chicken. Like it's my hellscape. Like when I fall asleep and have nightmares, it's this.
It's the two of them playing soccer.
It's funny though because they're like exact opposites. Like Brady is completely investing in his look and like his beauty and just wants to live in Florida and retire in like glory and fame. And Chara went to Washington to be with like gritty like dirt, like just live out his career in blood and fights.
And also, I mean,
he chose death.
Also, Tom Brady is ignorant and arrogant, and Chara's not. That was just, I mean, that's my opinion, but I mean, that's just, I don't know. I'm tired of Tom Brady winning things. That's just me. And I'm speaking as a Giants fan who got to see them beat him twice in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I don't know. Tom Brady does Tom Brady things, and he gets drunk off of avocado tequila or whatever. Which I really hope that's not a real thing. I hope that was a joke.
Keep this. It is.
Jesus. I would still take a bullet for Tom. No.
Why?
I have 3 Patriots jerseys, 2 of which are Brady, and one is a Rodney Harrison jersey from like so long ago.
That's a good one.
But so it's a youth jersey. It's not even like an adult jersey. And I will squeeze my body into that youth jersey and wear my Brady jersey because I do not want to wear Brady until he respectfully retires as a Patriot. I am not even convinced.
No. I don't think Brady's going to retire till he's at least he's 50.
I'm going to be like, I'm going to have children by the time he retires.
At least, I will say this, though. The Patriots made a lot of really good moves this offseason. Like, I'm really impressed with Hunter Henry, Judon, they got some other – and I'm telling you, like, they're going to win the division next year. Like, I actually think they're going to win the division.
The Bills. Like, Bill Belichick has – like, everyone said he was gone now because Brady left. Yeah. Those moves, they just cut a bunch of different guys to make more space. Like, they're not screwing around, except for Cam Newton, who's a significant issue. But
it is interesting. It is interesting that Newton is going to be back. I thought that they would try to go after somebody else, or especially with the cap space that they had. I mean, they could throw money around and they could have gotten whoever they wanted, honestly. But
I really wanted them to just try a different. Like, I knew Cam Newton was just a Band-Aid for a larger issue. I knew he wasn't going to be like a long-term solution. I just wanted them to try a different one. You know, like Mariota, Alex Smith. I don't care. Like any of those guys that were like, you know, not long-term issues. Also, I read that.
This is literally. Haven't I had like?
No, Kevin, we're not taking Alabama's quarterback. Thank you.
All right, so this is the thing. Like, why is Mac Jones different than any other Alabama quarterback that has come out of Alabama? Like, what makes
he's not that good?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, how many? Like, there's only 2 quarterbacks in the history of Alabama that have come to the league and been good: Joe Namath and Ken Stabler. That's literally it. Like, I honestly thought, like, what was it? Greg McElroy. I actually thought he had some talent when he was with the Jets. and then the Jets never gave him a shot, but that's okay. Not Colt McCoy, but
because Auburn students should compare themselves to Jesus, Kevin.
Oh, wait, no.
I mean, I don't think Cam Newton is and Cam Newton went to Auburn. I'm shitting on an Auburn quarterback. Like,
Shannon, come on.
I don't know. Like, I think.
Are we back?
I still think the Patriots are going to end up drafting a quarterback. They're just not going to draft him in the first round. And
that's the problem. Like, what is a second or third round quarterback going to do for us? Like, it's not an answer. We have those. We have many of them.
Yeah, you have Jarrett Stidham. Who I still think, like...
He went to Auburn, too.
Yeah, no, they have all Auburn quarterbacks. Like, because Bill Belichick's such a Rutgers guy, I'm, like, waiting for him to draft, like next year, like Artur Sitkowski out of Rutgers, just because he loves Rutgers guys. Like, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for him to draft a Rutgers quarterback because I know he would do that if he even had a smidget of talent. He would be like, all right, I'm definitely going to draft him. But yeah, Cam Newton I don't get it. They could have gotten Matthew Stafford. They totally could have gotten Matthew Stafford.
They could get Mariota. They could get like any of those middle tier quarterbacks. Like,
the problem is with Mariota is that the Raiders literally just today were like, hey, we want you to take an $8 million pay cut. And he's like, why do I want to do that? Like, I literally did everything you asked me to do last year, and now you're telling me that I need to earn less money? Like, I know Washington really wanted Mariota, and maybe the Patriots. The Patriots, I think, would have done well with Mariota. I think they probably could do something with him.
Or like Chicago is like overflowing with quarterbacks. Like, take one of them.
They just signed Andy Dalton to be their starter. That's what
and Mitch Trubisky signed as Josh Allen's backup.
It's all I was waiting for Mitch to like be the backup to Mahomes just to like complete the full circle. Just to complete the full circle of like, well, they got what they wanted. Nice.
All right, tell me about Mac Jones, Kevin.
All right. I'm here strictly to defend Michael McCorkle Jones.
His name is Michael McCorkle?
First name is Michael, middle name is McCorkle.
His middle name is McCorkle?
That's why your handle's McCorkle Stan. I understand now.
I'm supposed to ask that way sooner.
McCorkle? What kind of middle name is that?
Would have got that.
So there are top draft picks who have compared Mac Jones, calling him a more athletic Tom Brady.
Get out. Have you seen his dad bod?
I'm already tuning you out. A more athletic Tom Brady? How?
How? I am not a high
draft pick. He went to Alabama. This means nothing.
That's what Tua Tagovailoa said.
Oh, yeah, because I trust Tua's team.
I don't like that comparison. I'm not actually going to hear that comparison. However, Mac Jones is a stud. Yes. So, look, I have said that I would sleep with Tom Brady and I would take a bullet for Tom Brady. That also goes for Mac Jones. As a straight man, I would.
No.
But
what does that have to do with that?
Are you wait, what?
But what? He has a
Neil,
cannon.
Kevin, meet Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Kevin. Very nice to meet you, Kevin.
I'm sorry you have to meet me this way when I am talking about
Kevin,
Mac
wait, for
Jones.
context, Kevin, where'd you go to college?
I went to UMass Amherst, so I'm unbiased.
He went to the University of Alabama.
He went to Bama?
But no, all right.
Yeah.
So I watched plenty of his games. He is accurate. He's got a cannon. And he's not mobile. I am never going to call him a mobile quarterback. However, if you need 5 yards,
mobile.
Mac Jones will get you 5 yards.
Well, great.
So
5 yards
other
is all I need
quarterback
to
in the
win
NFL.
a Super Bowl.
If it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal from the 5, and it's Super Bowl, you're going to want Mac Jones because he will get you those 5 yards. Whether it's passing, rushing, handing it off, he'll get you 5 yards.
So my question is straight up this. So you're saying that he actually has talent, and it's not because he played at Alabama where they basically have 5-star recruits all across the board. Right? That's what you're telling me.
Do you know how many stars Mac Jones was?
Probably like 2, 1.
He was a 3-star recruit.
That's still better than some other quarterbacks that play in college football.
Yeah, okay. So Nick Saban's a good coach. What do you want me to say?
No,
Yeah,
God,
but
don't
still,
say his
it
name.
doesn't. If Mac Jones, if Mac Jones went to like Rutgers, honestly, right? Like he would not be as good, just because of the fact that there's
Well, yeah, because
also
Rutgers doesn't have NFL level
Rutgers
talent.
sucks.
Yeah. Keep talking. Wait another year, and we'll see if they.
Okay,
suck,
cool.
If
So they're
keep
going to
sucking.
finish second to last in the Big Ten.
Literally.
I will stand by my Scarlet Knights until the day I die. They will
Rutgers
be good someday.
is-
You don't belong in the Big Ten.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. They should be in the American Conference, but still.
I was
We
about
have
to say
this-
Rutgers is the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten, but at least Vanderbilt has good academics.
No, I think we're more of the
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, I was going to say like Tennessee or the SEC. Yeah, that's kind of like where we're at, but it's good. But like, no, going back to Mac Jones, like, so you said Tua said that
Yes,
Mac Jones.
I don't agree with
That
it.
is the worst comparison I've ever heard. I can't be.
Do you want my actual comparison, I think, for
Yes.
Mac Jones?
I would love your
Give me a fake
comparison.
one again.
In terms of passing ability, Josh Allen today. He's accurate still, but he has a cannon.
Okay. See, that's a more realistic comparison.
In terms of, I would say if you're going to compare,
After intermission.
I would say though, if you're going to compare Mac Jones to Tom Brady, even in terms of athleticism, you cannot make that comparison. Mac Jones is more
You
athletic,
can't.
but it's Tom
You
Brady.
can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I'll literally pay someone to take my quarterback.
Who's your quarterback now?
Sean Clifford.
Oh, I thought he left. That's why I was confused.
No. Our backup left.
Okay,
Oof.
I didn't think he left. I thought he like graduated or ran out of eligibility. I don't know why. I figured he just sat on the
He
bench.
has one more year of eligibility.
Is that with the extra year they're giving?
Are fall sports getting an extra year?
So yeah, NCAA said that this year does not count towards eligibility.
If he stays for 2 more years, I'll claw my eyes out with a knife.
Ooh.
Yeah,
If I don't have a new quarterback for Penn State in the next 2 years, I will scream. I can't.
Oh,
We're getting these
I
like
feel you.
preseason
I
rankings
have.
again, and like we're like the team, one of the teams. Like, granted, we sucked this year. That we're still going to be a contender. Like, I can't. If we have Sean Clifford, we won't. We aren't. We won't be.
third period is starting, by the way. In case
Oh, so do we have to talk about hockey again? Cool.
apparently so.
This is a hockey podcast. In case anyone missed it, I'm Megan. That's Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
hi.
There you go.
I'm
And
prettier
with
than
us
Shannon.
down
so-
here, we have Neil, our new third co-host, while Shannon is gone. Tristan Zari is an awful goalie, so that's
How is
fine.
he awful? He's only. I mean, they're only losing 3-1. It's not like he's played a bad game.
I just like have a lot of hate.
I was gonna say because Meg, you just said like 20 minutes ago that the defense of the Penguins is the reason that it's this way. They're just leaving
They
it out to
are.
dry.
They are the
So it can't really be Tristan Jarry if he's literally having to make a boatload of saves.
Tristan Jari was the problem in the beginning of the season.
Oh,
So that,
yeah,
like, hate has,
first
like,
game of the
split.
year, he gave up like 5 goals or whatever the hell it was. He got torched.
Oh yeah.
And I had him in fantasy, and he totally screwed me over, which is great. I'm glad I dropped him.
I felt left out.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a sick jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. It's a Terry O'Reilly jersey.
Terry, wow, that's a throwback.
No, I love.
Counts of like minutes of controlling the puck because you guys will dominate that count.
If PK Subban gets a 2-goal game, I don't even know how I would feel. I don't even know. He almost got his second goal.
That would be. Wouldn't that make it like half of the goals he scored this season in this game?
Yeah, he would single-handedly have like outdone himself. Oh, Jesper. Oh, it was so close. The thing with like
I know he's been fine. I just have issues with him in general. I'm never going to be kind about it. The same way I was never kind about Matt Murray. I have really high standards for Penguins goaltending. If their name isn't Marc-Andre Fleury, then I don't want to hear it. Buddha!
Oh,
Hi, Buddha.
Hi, Buddha! Guys, we're also a dog podcast, in case anyone didn't know.
Awesome.
Not only we talk about hockey and college football, but also dogs.
although
And,
he's
you know,
sitting
we
on
also- I mean, we did also talk
Flyers
about the
jersey,
NFL.
he is a Bruins fan.
There you go.
Where's my dog?
Steven!
Come on. Come on. Yes.
I don't know where Saban is.
Damn it.
Aw.
Can we get Janssen going, please? We got him from Toronto, and he's done nothing.
Whenever the next time we go live, if Murphy's here, we'll put Murphy in the live too.
Murphy's so cute. You want to talk about a cute dog? Buddha, block your ears.
Oh,
My dog is like so cute. He has these like piercing blue eyes.
Like the blue eyes is what gets you.
We'll bring Murphy on one day. He'll
Saban
be
eats
here with me a
faces.
lot. He'll be at the beach with me because he likes it down here.
Buddha's never been to the beach. Oh, well, he's been to the lake, but not a beach.
Buddha, do you want to come to the beach?
Beach. He's like, you woke me up.
bro, nothing beats like the Jersey Shore, like boardwalk and all of that, like in the summer.
That is
nothing
not my
beats it.
beach.
Fair enough.
That is
That's
a very
more
different kind of beach. I'm on LBI.
Oh, so you're way down that way. Got it.
We don't have boardwalks. We just have at most 4 block wide, 18 mile long island of beach and bay.
Fair enough.
Neil, do you feel better or worse about the fact that we haven't heard anything about Blackwood? I feel like if it were an injury, we would have.
It's been worse. Oh, it's been worse. I'm literally looking at my phone and I got nothing. We
Like,
literally.
I feel like if it were an injury, they would have been like,
Oh.
"Oh, he's been transported to the ER."
I know how this is going to go because this happens all the time. We are not going to know anything tonight. We're not going to know anything tomorrow. We're not going to know anything on the weekend. And then Monday will come along and they'll say, oh, he's listed as day-to-day with a lower body injury because that's what we're just going to call it. And then a week later,
That's
we'll
every
know.
injury.
Yeah, I know. And a week later, like with Nico Hischier, we'll know, oh, he tore his groin or something like that. Like, that's literally how it goes.
You're really convinced because that's the second time you've said it. You really think he tore his groin?
That's it. That's one of the only things a goalie can do during
Because like if it's like, oh, he suffered a concussion, I would ask the question how. In warm-ups,
for warm-ups, it has to be a groin.
it's got to be like, because my experience, like when the Devils had Corey Schneider, that was his biggest problem. He hurt his groin in 2017-18, and he never was the same because your groin is literally like it's like your dominant arm as a quarterback. It's
I've
your
never
whole leg
spent
again.
so much time talking about groins in my life.
Oh no! You know, in
So
our
these things
Elliot
are-
podcast promo video, Kevin put a clip in of him talking about balls. That was something I never needed to see.
I
I
didn't watch
need-
that stuff.
Shannon, look, I have talked to you before. I know you're a fan of balls. Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball. Like, I know you're a fan.
I am a big fan of the Ball family.
Well, yeah,
That's what
I
the
could get
whole clip
Lonzo and
is.
LaMelo, but LiAngelo,
LiAngelo has a lot of shooting talent, and he's a big guy. He's like,
he's just an idiot. He's
Guys,
just an idiot.
not only are we a hockey podcast and a college football podcast and a dog podcast, we are also a ball family podcast.
we're like peaking on views right now. Like everyone that's watching, like retweet, like, subscribe.
Yeah, please.
I just
Please.
retweeted it from
You
almost-
I know it's
chaos
Buddha,
of
but
what
like,
is on here, like let us know. We can do this more often.
This literally happens
Look.
every time I jump on one of these things. Like we start talking about one specific thing, and then it just goes off into like 100 other things. Like
Oh,
literally,
chaos is like our thing.
no, literally like the rest of my family's watching like March Madness because my dad's alma mater is playing in like a half hour. But like, I'm already 2 for 2 in predictions for the tournament, so I'm off to a great start.
as long as the Flyers are still winning, I'm fine.
And I don't really care.
Shannon, I have a question real quick.
No.
Why
What's
are you
with
showing the
Auburn
statistic?
in March Madness?
They didn't make the tournament.
They have to be a high seed. They're a basketball school. That's all I hear on Twitter. How good
They're
they are.
not. No.
What school is this?
Auburn. He's shitting on me because I go to grad school at Auburn and he went to undergrad at Alabama, and we grew up together.
I like how you threw it in there that you're getting your master's and I only have a bachelor's.
Well, no, I went to undergrad at American, which has no fucking school. No, they have a bachelor's.
And now you're like, oh yeah, I get it. I'm going to grad
basketball
school. And
I used my grad school team, but granted, I was a fan of my grad school team before life itself started for myself.
American is a useless piece of paper that I'll be paying off for 20 years. So there's no sports affiliation to it.
Bro, how is that not a tripping penalty? Explain that to me.
Penguins' upcoming schedule.
Bro, explain that to me.
I would so give you that too.
Bro, what is with these refs? They are ass.
You played the Devils
there are
more times.
zero good refs in the NHL this year. Done. I said it. Quote me.
The other thing is that when you're not a good team, you don't get these calls. You just don't. They just don't want to give it to you.
The way God intended it.
Kev, what are you drinking tonight?
Fair enough, Kev.
Coke Zero.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Shannon's looking at me. Shannon's looking at me. Kevin's not drinking alcohol?
Bro.
I'm shocked. I was expecting something wild.
I don't believe it.
Fine.
What's it spiked with?
Fine.
There it is.
Yeah. You have to because I can't.
Peer pressure. Again, totally a penalty. But we're just not going to call it.
I mean,
Correct.
On the Corner Booth live stream, the Corner Booth pregame, check it out, Thursdays at 6:30. We drink a lot. I drank most of this whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not drinking. I'm drinking Coke Zero. Lies.
There's nothing in this Coke Zero. There's Coke Zero in this. I stopped drinking and also had a beer earlier.
You want to talk about drinking? Me and the boys on the Hockey Podcast Network every other Saturday we do after hours where we just basically sit for 3 hours straight, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern time because we have to be considerate of the West Coast gentlemen. We just sit, we drink, and we talk about literally anything, and I mean anything.
Sounds like a boys' club.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't. It's not all boys, but yeah, it's mostly. But it's a blast. It's a blast. Everybody likes to, because I'm the only person on the podcast that will drink wine as opposed to anything else.
I'm a fan.
Wine.
Because my family makes homemade wine, so that's what
Homemade
we got.
wine.
Yeah, we've been making it.
I did that in college.
Years. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
we took
made
grape
homemade
juice,
wine in college?
put it in our closet for 2 weeks, and then took it on spring break.
Good for
I
you.
have friends in LA who are growing their own weed
Nice.
in a closet.
In a closet. Ooh, very creative.
Sports Geek's spelling of Pasternak just makes me sick.
Pasta.
That makes me sick.
Yo, Wichita State lost by a point.
Oh, you know what a good drink is that you guys should all try?
What?
Moonshine.
Oh, I actually.
I
Okay,
love
Megan's gonna cut me. I just watched the show on Netflix called Marriage or Mortgage, and it's about like young people.
Oh my God, not again.
They have to choose between paying for a mortgage or paying for a wedding. And they did a tour it's all based in Nashville where there's like a shit ton of moonshine. And they did a whole tasting at this moonshine place. I thought moonshine was illegal.
No, so moonshine was illegal based on the laws and prohibition when moonshining became more of a thing. Here's your moonshine history lesson. So moonshine is basically corn mash that is it's basically unfermented or unaged whiskey. There's more to it, but that's essentially what it is. And it became very popular during Prohibition, and that's why it was illegal, because the alcohol was illegal at the time. But there are legal moonshine distilleries that are popping up. The legality issue came with licensing and stuff because people still wouldn't get licenses after Prohibition. Also, fun fact, moonshine will not make you go blind. The thing that made you go blind is moonshiners used to use lead pipes.
Oh, that makes sense. Well,
in the backwoods of Appalachia. So legally distilled moonshine will not make you blind.
So this is also a history podcast as well? Just
Who
wanted to.
specialized in the history of alcohol?
Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm a tequila gal.
Well,
fun
for a
fact-
shot, I'm a tequila gal, but like
there was
I'm
a
not
hoax that
strictly
went
tequila in
around.
the same way I am whiskey.
I have whiskey facts for days. But there was a hoax that went around that tequila distiller made a mistake in Mexico, so it rained tequila for weeks. That is not true,
Are
unfortunately.
you sure?
Yes. Whiskey facts. Jack Daniel's Distillery still uses the same water that the original Jack Daniels used to make their whiskey. Also, Ireland invented whiskey, and then after they made that invention for about 700 years, Ireland made no other inventions. They did not make anything else. They're like, we perfected whiskey, that's all we need.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. They look at it. That's one of the greatest accomplishments in the history of the world. So why do they have to go out and do anything else?
Where was Guinness made?
Where?
I'm pretty sure it was Ireland.
Yeah, Guinness is Irish.
So wouldn't they have invented Guinness?
Well, they didn't invent it. They made it, but like they didn't invent beer. Ireland invented
So, like,
whiskey.
that kind.
Technically.
You mother. Damn it.
Did I score?
No, Maltsev almost scored. We're so close to getting that 3-goal lead again and putting this away, and it's killing me. We're actually sponsored by New Amsterdam Vodka. I just found out.
No way.
I want to be
Actually,
sponsored
vodka, I
by
don't drink vodka.
Cola.
I mean,
If I
I'm
could
not.
be sponsored by Casamigos, I could die happy.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Wait, let me check how many likes we got to.
Ooh,
The goal.
Jeffrey Dwyer knows a good time.
Yeah, he does.
He's great.
We're at 34, Meg.
Close enough.
Yeah, that's
Um, Yeah, that's on my list of things to do in Ireland. My family,
Brian, this is the reason that I'll never hit my peak.
Whiskey. I
I feel like you could say that about a lot of people.
That's so weird. But I was supposed to go to Ireland last year, but obviously it didn't happen. Thank you, COVID. But we're literally just gonna like have a car drive us around Ireland for a week so we can just get drunk every single day.
So, when I graduated
Oh my
college, I'm
God.
guessing the Devils scored. When
No,
I
we-
No, that
keep getting
the
close.
Penguins scored then.
We keep getting close and we're not scoring. Tristan Jarry continues to stand on his head. Yes, I said Tristan Jarry is standing on his head. Because he is.
that's all you need, man. That's what the Bruins had in 2011. So I'm convinced. Good goalie, that's all you need.
I mean, don't you need timely goal scoring as well in the playoffs?
Nah,
Yes.
No?
nope, just a goalie.
Right.
All you need
Right.
is good goalie and penalty shooters.
Penalty shooters? Okay.
But when I graduated college,
Cancel.
my
Why
dad
not
and his girlfriend
Oh my God. Jesus
sent me and my
Christ.
stepbrother to Ireland. And we were given 3 rules in Ireland. No getting arrested. No knocking up Irish chicks.
Oh my God.
I did text them asking if British was okay. They still said no.
I still say.
And no tattoos.
I would so not be able to do that one.
We
That's 6.
may have broken one rule.
Oh my God. Jesus.
They were not happy.
My tattoo artist in LA was like, "Oh yeah, we do like free touch-ups and shit." And I was like, "I'm moving across the country in like 2 weeks. Like, I'm not coming back for
I
that."
would love a touch up.
I need to touch up on my first one that I got 7 years ago. Like, it's looking rough.
Mine is rough just because
Jeffrey's
like,
lived a fucking life. When I was in England, I was in London, and I had mono.
Damn.
oh
I was
Damn.
17. I had mono, so I couldn't legally drink, and I was dying.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna Jeffrey, I'm sorry, Shannon, I'm taking over. Jeffrey, at BellyUpKev is my Twitter handle. Slide in the DMs and I will be glad to hop on any
Hold on.
podcast.
Jeffrey's great. He's a lawyer.
He has a kilt in his picture, and that's just the way to my heart. I am.
I mean,
Scottish,
if you see the kill, you already know this dude. This dude is like awesome.
Jeffrey has some stories. Like
he knows how to party,
and he knows everyone.
So yeah, Jeffrey, slide in the DMs on Twitter. I will be glad to be on your podcast.
I'm gonna take this off now. Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm gonna win this game.
I'm still looking. You put it on there. Nice.
Thank you, Shannon. By the way,
oh, did Shannon do that? I, for some reason, thought you like had managed to get in the back end of this. I was watching, like, are you kidding?
I mean, he could. He has the staff email.
That's right. But
yes, I can.
He could hijack any of our live streams in reality. But
that's what when he asked for the link earlier. I was like, I don't know why you're not just like going in from the back end.
Well, see, I don't want to hijack anything. I feel like that is an abuse of power. I don't want to just back end my way into every live stream.
That's what she said. What?
cute.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Cute.
This is the latest I've been up all week.
I have a comment about that, but I'm not going to make it because
It's
I don't
okay.
know you're
Don't.
Just text me later.
Yeah,
okay. Will do.
We'll talk about it then.
I have no update on Blackwood. I still have no update.
No,
Nobody
what's
knows going
happening
on.
with the Flyers?
You can't keep the lead. All right,
Ooh,
I can
what
look this,
happened, buddy?
Shannon, I can look this up for you. And I can't because there are commercial breaks, so I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
Buddy?
No, please don't. No. Good save. Get it out.
It's
Get it out.
3-2, Shan.
No! I gotta turn that one on. The Bruins are gonna win.
All right. See, this is the thing. Like now the Devils are starting to like just play back like they're on a penalty kill for 8 minutes straight, and we're just gonna hope to God that we hold on to this win, to this lead. I mean, that's really what it's gonna look like. And any Devils fan who's watched this team for the last several years knows exactly what I'm talking about. The dreaded 10-minute penalty kill. Please get the puck. Yo, PK, what the hell, man? What are you doing? Oh, this team drives me nuts.
Story of my life. This is why I'm gonna have grays at a young age.
Oh my God. What? Yo, what is with Tristan Jarry all of a sudden? It's just a brick freaking wall.
I'm okay with it.
Are you serious? Once again, the Penguins' defense just gets parted, and Jarry has the bit.
They're just like, oh, you want to come down? You go. We'll hang. And then Jarry's like, yo.
No, it's like the Kevin Hart meme, like help me. You know, it's like he's really asking, like Jarry's like, what do I have to do? Or who do I have to sleep with to make some get some defense here? You know, it's like, give me a break. And it's like we're so close to getting that fourth goal, and like I hope it doesn't have to come down to us trying to get an empty net goal because we can't do that either. Like there's just things that this team cannot do ever. It's really frustrating.
Ooh, that's a nice car.
But I will still take being 3-0-1 against the Bruins this year. I will still take that.
Oh, the rain is back. More type of flooding. Yo, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to try and go get a COVID test.
I was able to successfully get my whole family COVID test for this weekend and next week. So
tests or vaccines?
Vaccines, not tests.
I'm just trying to get tested.
You have to go at 5 a.m. to get tested?
The place, you have to put your number in when it opens. I did the same thing in the winter, and I kid you not, if you're not there before it opens, you don't get your name on the list and you won't get called that day. I got there
for a vaccine
in December, and I was I had to wait 5 hours.
For a vaccine?
No, just to get tested.
That's wild.
Oh,
how long it takes?
I'm literally waking up at 5 a.m. to drive 20 minutes up the island and off into the mainland to just Shan.
What happened? No!
Dude, did they really? No way.
Oh Flyers more than watching Carter Hart let that puck roll into the net.
No,
Holy
I need an explanation here because like I don't watch the Flyers for obvious reasons. What has happened to Carter Hart?
He's only 22.
No,
He's
I
just
understand.
young.
No, I understand completely, but like he
And they
like,
have no defense. They have
like-
a worse defense than the Penguins do.
because I go on social media and everybody's like, "Yo, like what the hell happened to Carter Hart?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, is he giving up like 4 goals a game? Like, has he just been that bad? Like, I don't."
He
like,
is, but it's not his fault. That one was particularly his fault.
Did
Most of
Carter
them.
Hart play at all? He didn't come in for Brian Elliott, did he? Last night, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Wait,
Oh.
when?
I
Did he?
think he did. Brian Elliott stayed in for all 9 goals.
I don't know. I actually
could be
don't
wrong.
know.
I could be
You know,
wrong.
he might have because they might have not wanted to put Carter Hart in knowing they had a back-to-back.
Well, he's given up 3 goals tonight, so I don't. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but it's 3-3. I don't know.
What's surprising is that like the Islanders just don't have like. They have offense, but they're not like an offensive machine. So for them to score 3 goals is kind of a surprise.
Card came in late. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank
You know,
you.
Hart.
The
came in
problem
late.
is, like,
Fair enough.
the Flyers have a great offense. It's not as good of an offense as Pittsburgh, and they have a worse defense than Pittsburgh. But they have better goaltending than Pittsburgh, but it's not showing because both of the other sides of their game are worse, if that makes sense.
Well, at the moment, at least from what I was like when I was watching the pregame show today, is that both.
Nick?
Both. So,
Hi, Nick.
both. What is it? Both Jari and DeSmith were coming into this game on a hot streak, or they were both playing really well. At least that's what the Devils guys on MSG were talking about. But no, I'm like every time I hear about Carter Hart, like it's like, oh, he like what the hell is wrong with him? What like why is he so like bad? And I'm like what do you mean? Is he just like having a bad season? You know, I don't really.
I mean, it's definitely, it's by no means his best season, but I think it's incumbent on the front office to do something about their defense. And I think we could say this about countless GMs and coaching staffs not doing anything about, you know, a hole in the roster and not making, you know, I could say about the Celtics for days. They're sitting on $28 million from their TPE from Gordon Hayward, and they're not doing anything about it. And it's
They
absolutely
have $28 million and they haven't done anything with it.
no, they're not doing anything about it. And the Celtics are sitting just above 500.
Do they?
But you-
They need a center, do they not?
They need like anything that could.
So
Like,
so why can't they go get? Never mind. I'm
But-
a Nets fan.
but you
I
can
don't
say
really
to
care
the
what's-
Flyers too. Like, not that the Flyers are sitting on $28 million, but that it's
No.
incumbent on the G. It's very clear where their gap is. Like, why are they not making a move? They have plenty of, you know, middle tier offensive players. They have a lot of that grit offense that we were just talking about with the San Jose Sharks DJ, which we'll be releasing that episode Saturday.
Ooh.
But we were,
San Jose had a tough game last night, up by 2 goals, and
yeah.
that was rough.
But we were doing an episode with their DJ and what it's like to be an NHL in-game DJ and all that, which is really interesting. And we asked him, you know, how is San Jose doing? And he was like, there's just not a lot of heart on the ice. And I was saying, you know, it's interesting because at the beginning of the season, everyone was really relying on their skill players. But now it's because of the grit of the schedule and all that, it's coming down a lot to those aggressive, you know, push players and those guys that are going to pick the fight, like Trent Frederick or like Tom Wilson, or those people that like really grind your gears. And the Flyers have a ton of those. They could shop those guys, and teams that don't have those and can't stand up for themselves on the ice would be like very happy to trade for them, even though they're not that skilled. They have that grit in the locker room that teams are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And they can fill that defensive slot easily, but they're not making any moves, which is like
I can't blame it on the GM. I think you got to look at it. And a lot of people disagree with me when I say these things because I know that like people like don't want to talk about it. But I have a whole theory that it's more about the ownership not wanting to do anything, rather is that the GM not wanting to do anything. I got a quote from somebody that said the interest of the owners is not the same as the interest of the fans. So when you're in a situation of like when your team is I'll use the Devils for an example. Let me use the Devils. Devils are second to last in the NHL right now. And we don't show signs of like a team that can, you know, become better as we move along. Why is that? Why have we, for the last 6-7 years, why have we been so towards the bottom of the league for several years? It's pretty simple. Our ownership doesn't really want to spend money to try to get anybody to make this team better. And we have made poor decisions. And because of the fact that we still have one of the lowest caps in all the NHL, like we have a lot of cap space even now, like with our team, we don't spend it. Why? Because our ownership doesn't want us to spend it. And also because our ownership is also the ownership of the Philadelphia 76ers. They've invested a lot more money and a lot more time into the 76ers than they had the Devils because of, the money is better in the NBA than it is the NHL and things like that. But when your ownership doesn't care and doesn't try to make the efforts to make yourself better, this is what you get. You become Buffalo. That's what you become. Like ownership, the Pagulas just do not care. So I'm not trying to like crap on the ownership of the Flyers and say, oh, they don't care. I'm just saying that that could be a possible reason as to why they're not going out with a lot of money to try to go out and get a good player or two that can help their defense.
We might have gone into their demise too soon because they did score and take the lead just now with 2 minutes left.
There you go. Oh my God.
So it was Lindblom again. So he's on Hattie watch. And Tampa has taken the lead 4-2 in their game, which kind of sucks. I was hoping that Tampa was going to be able to take a loss to the Blackhawks. But right now our score update is the Lightning are going to win. There's only 10 seconds left in that game, 4-2 against the Blackhawks. It's 2-1 Predators-Panthers with 2 minutes left. The Flyers and Islanders are at 2 minutes, 4-3 Islanders. So that game is completely up in the air. They could, go to OT. I would not be surprised by that. Bruins have 5 minutes left. They're up 4-1 against the Sabres. 2-2 Hurricanes and Blackhawks with 45 seconds left in regulation. So they'll be going to overtime most likely. Devils up 3-1, as we know, against the Penguins with 4:50
4
left.
minutes to go. Yeah, 4
My
minutes on
soul
it. Exactly.
crippling inside.
And then we have started some of the later games. So 2-0 Red Wings against the Stars with only 4 minutes into the game.
What is with Jari? He makes Jack Hughes should have scored.
And then we've got Jets Oilers
6
0-0 and Avalanche 1-0 Wild.
So all of my predictions are going according to plan at the moment.
I also have an empty net. That's a big one.
Isles empty net. Yep, there you go.
I'm saying that I'm looking on the
If I
news
have an
for
empty
Flyers
net,
updates, it's not on my
know
TV.
that the Devils are going to score again.
No, we don't score empty net goals, so it's going to be like Pittsburgh's going to be in the offensive zone the entire time.
Listen, you just really
But
don't.
Megan, if you scored another goal and the Devils won, I would get my 3-2 guess right.
Well, you're not.
I mean, we're exactly 3 minutes, so I'm kind of curious to know when.
Are you
the
kidding?
Penguins
Are you kidding? I don't even know who the fuck that is. Literally just tried to shoot and just missed the puck.
I believe. Who's number 12?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That might actually. You know what I think that is? I think that's Gaudreau. I think that's that guy Gaudreau.
The dude
The
who I don't
Kings
know.
and Columbus are in overtime, in case anyone cares about things outside of the Eastern Conference.
As long as Patrick Laine does something, I'll be okay.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think even Blue Jackets fans care about the Blue Jackets right now.
I think Alex cares a lot.
I think he
Somebody
cares in the
lost
sense
their
that he's upset by them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so okay, Gensel up the middle. Jesus Christ, we're giving him so much space. All right, so the Penguins just pulled their goalie with 2 minutes left.
Oh
my God, Subban, shoot it! We're just gonna clear it because we can't control the damn puck.
Brad Marchand, what did he do? What did my boo do?
Oh, I love Marshy.
Did he lick another person?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Did he lick another person?
Me. I don't even care.
Jesus.
Megan hasn't said
God.
inappropriate things about Tom Wilson before.
Wedgwood.
I have more
things about Tom Wilson. Just give me a platform.
whatever she said about Tom Wilson, my issue with that would have been the fact it was about Tom Wilson. I hate Tom
Oh my
Wilson.
God, Hughes! Oh, you mother!
The only worry I have is I
Oh my
think Brad
God.
Marchand's shorter than me.
You're so close.
How tall is Marshy?
I'm pretty sure he's 5'8".
Marchand, I believe, I was going to say 5'10".
Guys,
He's
I'll look it up.
5'9". He's the same
He's
height as
5'9".
me.
He is a short man, but he is a good player.
Hey,
I mean,
we love a
short
short
and
king.
Squirrely.
He's just a
We
oh my
love a
God.
short king.
You got an empty netter?
No, we didn't. We missed the net because that's what we do. We don't score empty net goals. This does not
Tom
happen.
Wilson's 6'4".
He's 6'4"
Really?
and was he like 225? Was he 225?
220.
220. That's what I thought.
Neil, can I
And
give you some advice?
he was born
Yes.
in 94. That's perfect. He's a year older than me. He's taller than me. Great.
He's
So-
so engaged.
Wait, is that Sean Washington as in like Sean Washington?
This is something I've learned, Neil, throughout my life. You just got very excited that it might have been an empty netter, and then it wasn't. You got disappointed.
Sean!
So,
Sean, what's up,
my
buddy?
advice, how I go
Oh
through
my
life, just
God!
don't get your hopes up.
I haven't
That's
heard
fair.
about
Just
you.
don't expect anything, and then
Long
you're pleasantly
time.
surprised when it happens.
That's great advice. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's
great
the
advice.
mindset I've taken with my mom coming back,
What's up?
and it's just. Sorry, I have to make a mom joke on every podcast I'm on.
Guys,
Wait, everyone shut up.
I can't.
Meg, Sean's probably close to you.
Me?
Yeah, he lives in New Jersey.
I thought he was living in New York.
Where in
No.
New Jersey is he from?
Oh no, you hadn't moved.
Because I could
We
probably.
appreciate the support, buddy.
Thanks, Sean.
I'm alive.
Sean, wait, where in New Jersey are you?
Yes.
I'm on LBI.
Can we get it out?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Please?
I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, no. See, I might move to Hoboken.
Yeah, he's close.
I'm either moving to Hoboken or like the East Village. I don't know.
Megan.
If you go to Megan, if you move to Hoboken, you're literally going to be in the same area as all the Devils players because that's where all they live.
Well, I don't want any of them.
Miles Wood is still single, as far as I know.
Listen, I'm so much older than him. Isn't he like a fetus too?
No, I think he's like 26, 27 at this
Oh,
point.
then he is older than me.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Are you
he's not.
sure?
He's still a young player per se. Can we get it out and go for an empty net? No, we can't. And PK's been on the ice for over 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to say I
Oh my
chose
God. Oh my
Jersey
God. Jack
solely to get the Flyers their win, and they broke the Islanders' home win streak. So, and that was big. Honestly, not only just to be a dick, but that was really big for the Capitals, the Bruins, and the Penguins.
Miles Wood is actually less than 2 months older than me. He was born in 95. He's 25 years old. We'll be 26 in the fall.
Well, there you go.
Well, now the Capitals play.
We have children on our team. Like when I say we have
Remind me
oh
that
my
I'm
God.
turning 26 and still alone. It's fine. Kev, we're gonna need another heart-to-heart later.
Screw you, Tim.
All right, cool. Just text me.
The Capitals play the Rangers tomorrow, and they are tied for points with the Islanders with the loss against the Flyers today. So assuming that the Capitals can pull out a W against the Rangers, unless the Rangers can beat the Capitals and break the deficit from the 1 and 2 slot and the 3 and 4 slot, which would be incredible
8,
for the Penguins
7,
and Bruins.
6, 5. Oh my God. And they scored. I hate you. Screw you, Brian Rust.
So it's 3 and 2?
It's 3-2. Yeah, Shannon's on fire. Yeah, Shannon is on fire.
Shannon is literally
I
called
got every guess right.
game tonight. Literally down to the Penguins score. Shannon
Penguins
has scored every fucking
Who was
game.
going to score in the Devils game? The
There's-
Flyers win.
There's no way we can. There's no way we can give up a goal in 4.5 seconds, right? Like
No.
there's no way we could really do that, right, guys?
Neil, what did I tell you?
I'm moving to Vegas to gamble.
Neil,
Shannon,
don't
I
get your
know.
hopes up.
I know, it's hard. I'm
Assume they can give up a goal in 4.5 seconds, and then
So that
when they don't, be happy about it that you
Right.
were pleasantly surprised.
So we got 4 seconds left. Please just drop the puck.
Who's on the ice?
Drop the puck. Please drop the puck. Drop the puck. No, of course they win the faceoff. Oh wait, no, we got it. He missed the empty net, but we win anyway.
See, so Neil, look, see, you were pleasantly surprised that they didn't give up a goal in 4 seconds.
Yes. I am just happy we won. Pittsburgh continues to not do well at the Prudential Center. This is a known fact. Let's go. That's payback from March 10th of last year.
Wait, were you there?
Was I there? I believe I was, yes. Yeah.
I was there.
March 10th. Oh, were you? Nice.
Yeah. That was the last game I went to, which the last day the world happened.
It's the last game anybody could go to. PK?
Yeah.
Why is PK pointing to the sky? Did I miss something?
I think is that his middle finger?
No. Yeah, right. He's flipping off.
He's like slipping off up there like.
All right, so we won. That's great. What happened to Blackwood?
Absolutely not.
Let me know what happened to Blackwood, because I don't want to hear in like a week that he's out for the season or something like that. Good job, PK. All right, PK gets first star, right? Please tell me PK gets first star. Please. Oh, wait. I think he does, because I think he may have gotten the game-winning goal.
Yeah,
he's did?
Yeah, he's going right now.
Bruh, I think PK might have got.
I'm so happy.
We've won two in a row. What is this? Yo, what are we doing?
And Columbus got the OT win.
Who scored the goal, though? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but he's staying there.
All right, so the 3 stars are Subban, Hughes, and Wedgwood. Nice. I love when this team wins.
One of our Dallas friends just texted me and goes, "Oh, how miserable am I?"
What is Dallas? Did Dallas lose, or are they getting killed?
Probably. What's the score?
Orange stories.
I told you it was 2-0 with
they're losing
5 minutes in.
Oh, Jack Hughes is the first star. Okay, now I know. Now I know things.
Then you're.
Of course.
I want to pull.
Job, Hughes.
Shani, go and chat.
No, I saw it.
Okay.
I don't know how y'all go live for 3 hours.
Especially on a cleanse right now, I have no energy.
It's usually,
With that said, guys, it is the end of the road here. It is time to snooze. But this has been great. Thanks to the homies who made it through to the end, 2 hours and 40-something minutes later. But anyway, we will be back live next Tuesday. We have great interviews dropping next week, so you want to watch for that. Shan, do you want to say what one of them is, or are we just keeping it to ourselves?
I'm going to keep it to myself.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it on the internet. I don't know. But anyway, guys, this is great. Neil, where can the homies find you?
So you can follow me on Twitter at Devil's State, on Instagram at Devil's State of Mind, and also like and subscribe to our Facebook page. And you can follow me on my personal Twitter at THENVPSHOW, and my personal Instagram at NVPQB11. And thank you guys for having me on. This was absolutely just a blast, and I had so much fun. And I hope to do this again real soon, because this was great.
Totally. Kev, you're just here. Where are you?
Gardner Minshew.
Here's where they can find me.
That's fair. Amazing. And as always, you know where to find me and Shan. Just kidding. It's on the bottom there. All of our stuff.
Now it's not there.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It's on the bottom of our header.
Oh, true.
Kevin,
by the way, this overlay, whoever made this did a great job.
Yeah,
the Facebook thing needs a little work. They need to work on that, but whoever made it did a great job.
Anyway, happy Thursday, everyone. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Have a drink. We'll all hang. Bye.